This is rated M for mature, you know?
Welcome back. I'm Gary Begone, and you're listening to Interp Reality. Here's what happened last time to the adventurers.
When you opened your eyes, you couldn't close them anymore. Something was staring down at you.
I have my serious face on.
You have
There
a
was
serious
black-
face?
Can I search for something? A Pokeball.
You don't find it for obvious reasons. What ends up happening is that you trip. As you're walking around, you just fall over. Tipper, your right leg feels unnaturally heavy. You see that it is covered in concrete.
Okay, that's
Holy.
new. Constitution and fuck. I trip.
Yes,
don't
you
I?
trip. You are stabbed in the head.
It's a call for Buskers.
Thank you for that fucking natural history lesson, but get this fucking thing off me.
You find a bag of some kind of white powder.
Did he find cocaine?
I was about to say the same thing.
If anyone finds a chest, I call dibs.
You cannot call dibs. You have to get there first.
Man, I just call dibs.
All of you hear a musical tune. Your rent is due. Who's got the money? Not me. Boo-hoo!
Is that the fucking Beastie Boy?
Premium package $99.99 plus 25 loot boxes begins to slide into view.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck capitalism.
You find yourself in the Great Forest. You've got to get out of here.
This is not a dream. I'm stuck
Yeah.
in the forest once again.
You notice that there is a sharp change in Gary's demeanor. You see this huge blue sphere floating in the sky.
Her real name is Mother.
Mother?
You know why I feel so happy?
Because of that
Well,
fucking blue thing.
You guys want to know what's going to happen next?
We're gonna end this
We're
session.
going to end the session. Yeah.
There we go.
My god!
Now, let the adventure continue.
As with the episode before, you had all been within this concrete structure, and you were continuing to traverse through the many floors that existed in this place. You had a companion that was traveling with you during this time, Adafire Winnis, with his familiar, Celeste. Very annoying crow that some of you have grown to like, some of you detest. But either way, you've been working with him to make it through specifically the latter half of floor P1 and the whole of floor P2. You made your way through there. But as you entered into floor P3, you began to hear this very obnoxious, well, first there was the sound of these two men with a feminine quality to their voices singing a song. Yeah, their song was, your rent is due, your rent is due. Who's got the money? Not me, boo-hoo. And after that, you began to be surrounded by these yellow walls that were phasing through the surroundings and getting closer and closer to you. On them, they read, premium package $99.99 plus 25 loot boxes. Classic capitalism moment.
I'm glad I made that joke.
Yep.
Capitalism.
Ah, shit, capitalism.
The walls pushed you along, and you forced your way through the dungeon. There were many monsters that were facing you and were preparing to attack, but the paywalls were too much, and you had to run forward through the dungeon. You were almost boxed in. There was nowhere left to go, but you found one of these red doors on the floor, and you grabbed it. It increased its size to be able to fit all of you inside, and you jumped in. From there, you landed in a forest, and Gary was immediately overcome with fear as he recognized this forest, it being the one that he spent so long in before he wound up in the prison. And so he began running off in a random direction. Everyone else followed, including Karl, who was now a tree because of his delayed curse. And
The power of Ho Chi Minh.
yeah, that you came across some blue goo that had coated the ground and some of the trees in the area. As Gary stood there, one of the swollen bubbles of this goo exploded and sprayed more of itself onto him. You were able to pull him away, but you saw as this blue goo that had coated part of his head and also part of his shoulder, more of these bubbles swelled up on it, just very quickly. Like, not instantaneous, but in the time it took you to remove him from the goo, it had already swollen to their full sizes. And at that point, Gary started to act very peculiar. He was all of a sudden incredibly happy. It was as if the fear had completely left his body. Now, you're all standing around wondering what to do as you see in front of you, there is a clearing in the forest. You are currently standing at a U-bend through the forest. There is a mowed path of grass that goes through the forest, creating a way forward. And there are two ways you could go along this U-bend. You could either go left, this path turns to the left again, and continues on through the forest, or you could go to the right, which now travels straight, and there is a clearing ahead.
Let's go right, guys. I want to get out of this fucking forest.
Yes, well, I do.
Come on, you don't want to leave the forest. The forest.
Harry,
is
I will
bad.
slap you again if you propose that we stay here.
Well,
I'm
let's-
kind of thinking we don't
flowers.
inter- I'm kinda
will
thinking we
throw
don't
you
interact
into
with the
a vat of
guy.
acid.
Hey, look, there's
I'm thinking we
mushrooms
don't.
too.
I'm thinking we don't interact with the guy that currently feels like he's being possessed by the goddamn devil itself. He's never this
Oh, Let's
nice.
just go right. Anyone who agrees with me, say
Well,
aye.
I'd say we go right because honestly, let's just follow the bloody road like it's the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Are we going to try to drag him with us?
Yes.
I'll carry him.
Of course we are, but
Drag. There's no need to drag him. He is still standing on his feet.
Okay, I thought he was
Yeah.
lying on the ground.
No,
Yeah,
he
guys.
also, I do have to wonder. The fuck is this water bottle for? Like, can someone give it a smell just in case it's not bleach?
Why not roll
Gary,
investigation?
You do the honors, mate.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking tree.
Carl.
Gary, to be
yeah.
honest-
Oh, yeah, it is going to be quite
Go to that
difficult.
bottle and sniff it.
All right,
Sniff it like it's some nose candy.
Yeah, roll investigation, I
I
guess.
didn't want to do it.
No? Who's going to roll then?
I'm happy to do it.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
over
happy
here
to do
smelling
it.
the flowers.
I'm willing to take
Yeah.
a look at it.
I
Jesus,
wanted Gary to do it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I got an 8.
An 8. Okay. The bottle itself is unmarked. There is nothing on it that would indicate it's of any particular brand. It just seems to be a bottle of water. You can see that there are some minerals that are floating in the water. It looks drinkable, but there isn't really anything else that you can glean from it just by looking at it. The smell is not unpleasant.
Whoa. Okay.
So it's
Don't
just
know what to do
it's
from that.
Yeah.
So it's just a bottle of water.
I mean, I see little things in it.
Oh my god.
Is it well, are they bubbles or is it fucking dirt? Because if it's dirt, then it may not be drinkable.
It's
Looks
tiny
like
creatures.
material.
Oh,
It's
tat.
no, it's like dots and flakes of little things. You're unable to discern what they could be. It's not dirt though.
Okay, so like
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Well, we know.
Mm-hmm.
am I even allowed to fucking drink it?
Yeah. You.
I can pour it on your feet.
In your current.
That's where your roots are.
Oh god. God. Put on his dogs.
You want to do
That's
it?
Fuck it. Why not? Let's fucking
Yeah,
drink
what
it.
happened?
Okay.
Yeah, can I search
Anyway.
my-
Busy. You want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, I take the bottle, I unscrew it, and I just pour it on his feet.
All right. Are you pouring the whole thing out?
Just a little bit. See how
Okay.
it goes.
Carl, roll medicine, please.
Okay, medicine.
Mm-hmm.
medicine to drink a bottle of water.
He is a tree.
17.
Yep, 17.
You heal 5 points.
Oh, let's go. I'm nearly full health.
Oh, I knew that would work.
You seem
Anyway,
more
can I
happy.
find the game controller?
Well, we
What?
don't
There
care
is-
about the game
there-
control.
there is nothing of the sort around here.
I still want to do Search anyway.
Oh, for God's sake, we're not doing the fucking spring
No,
onions
we're
again.
not gonna.
Don't
no.
start.
Spring onions
Do
gonna
not
stay.
start.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
let's.
don't want to.
No,
What?
are we all gonna head to the right then?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
please.
Let's
Let's
go.
move.
Let's,
To the right.
let's,
I'll
let's
follow.
follow the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Okay, so
I'll follow him.
you go down the right side of this U bend, and you follow this mowed path through the grass. It comes to a stop in this clearing. The clearing has a circular shape to it, and the mowed grass actually ends at this point with a big circle. It's a filled-in circle, so you can actually see that somebody took the time to create this. Everybody roll Arcana, please.
9.
Hey, look, the sunshine.
20.
I forgot.
Ooh,
The one that's not a
15.
magician gets a 20.
yeah.
Don't play on the sunshine.
So what'd you get, Bizzy?
Don't play on the
No-
moonlight.
19. Ooh. And a 4. Oh dear, Gary, look at the 4.
Gary's so out of it, he's
You're
just
gonna
like,
kill me."
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Bizzy and Tipper, you look back at the path that you this mowed grass through the forest. It has a lighter color than the grass surrounding it, and you observe the shape of this circle that is at the end of this path, and you realize this is one of those very same things that Adafire was always looking for.
A sigil?
Sigil?
Yeah, you can
Wait,
see this
the
is the
sigil?
start of the sigil, and the path itself is the sigil.
Strange
Oh.
markings?
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
As you're standing around, you hear some ruffling in the bushes.
Oh, look, it's a bunny.
Mm,
Or is it something else? Oh, who knows?
You're
I'm
going to
going to
Light.
fuck it.
Life is a wonder. Who knows?
We know there could be a massive fucking predator on the other side of this goddamn thing.
Well, would
Well,
you?
you guys deal with that. I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh,
Hey, no,
What?
no, no! You don't
Every-
stay away.
Hey, that's my thing.
everybody else roll perception, except
Perception,
Gary because he's
perception.
napping.
I'm enjoying my life.
Sorry, are you
I'm
funny?
taking it.
I got 21.
Oh,
12.
good.
14.
hmm
I got a fucking 3.
Okay, is that everybody?
Yes.
Okay, I believe Bizzy got a 12. The highest was a 14 from whom, right?
No.
Oh, 21.
I got nat
21.
20. I said
Oh,
21.
Why did I think 14? Okay, 21. So, by looking at this bush, you're able to deduce that whatever this is, it is some small creature. It probably wouldn't be as much of a threat as you think it would be. In fact, you see as that very creature emerges from the bush, it is running around laughing to itself. It seems to be looking behind it as it runs, and you then see another one come out. Both of them are these small little mushrooms that have faces on their stalks, and they're running with these like petite white arms that come out, and the legs that come out of the stalk itself. They're running around sort of playing like kids.
This is fucking weird.
One of them is a red mushroom with white spots, and the other one is a let's say a grey mushroom with green spots.
Yeah, this is fucking weird.
Is anyone seeing what I'm seeing right now?
Trust me, no one else is tripping.
In 4K.
This is kind of
Look-
normal for me.
This
What?
is not normal.
This is not normal.
I've seen sentient rocks and wood.
Huh.
Mushrooms is not normal.
I mean, I come
Well,
from a
I can't-
society with anthropomorphic humanoid animals. This kind of isn't the weirdest thing I've seen.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
I can't
I
argue with that
definitely
logic.
had a feeling we'd
Yeah,
probably
I
find
got
something
that.
sentient like mushrooms.
Goddamn.
I'm sorry, Tipper, could you say that again?
I had a feeling we were going to find sentient mushrooms here.
Yeah. They run around a little bit more, and with all of you talking, the red one stops and looks up at you, and the green spotted one finally reaches the red one and, like, you know, does the tag thing with his hand. So they were playing some kind of game. The green spotted one then runs off, and the red one looks over and seems to be held back by curiosity as he stands around and he looks up at all of you.
Hello.
Alright, little bud.
Is it
Hey,
just
kid, you ordered.
Whoa, wait! How do you know my name?
What?
Is your name Toad?
No, it's Little Bud.
Little
You
Bud.
actually know my name? Are we related?
That was a random guess.
Damn.
Oh,
Excellent spotting, I must say.
wow, you
are
must
we
be some kind of psychic.
Maybe.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. That is literally
Hey,
the
kid.
character's name.
You got quite the voice there.
Hey, kid, do you
Oh,
want to hear
really?
the word of Karl Marx?
Oh, we're just taking a talk.
Okay, look, he's probably not old enough to understand political debate, so let's save that for when he's an adult, alright?
Well,
well,
they
I mean,
met to
I
learn
have-
later.
I have some parents that are politicians, but I don't really pay attention to them.
Oh
Okay,
shit.
Is your father
Where's the
I
kid of a
big
politician?
I like
it's not
slowly turn
Big
around. It's like
Bud.
the.
Good guess,
Okay.
though.
I slowly turn to like the mushroom. It's just the burn.
What?
It's I just slowly turn to the mushroom, like the.
Oh,
like the
you're just
little bud is
so
like
you're overcome with like political ideologies.
yeah.
Oh no.
no.
Oh no.
It's just like the slowed Among Us theme, just the.
You can see that the little bud is he's a little concerned about you, Karl. Although everybody else except Gary and Karl roll insight.
Insight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking
Bro.
that.
I got 3.
11.
That would be 11.
Okay, Tipper and Bizzy, you two notice that Little Bud, although he seems slightly unnerved by the presence of Karl, of course, because Karl is giving him the political stare, Little Bud is not at all concerned by Gary in his state.
Little Bud, right?
Yeah!
Okay, wait, hang on. Just quickly confirming out of character. Am I closer to his height, or am I closer to someone else's height? Or am I closer to Karl's height?
Little Bud is the smallest out of all of you. So if
Smaller
you,
than me.
yes, if
Yeah,
you
holy
took,
moly.
He's like
if you,
1'10".
if you took Tipper's height, a Little Bud would be less than half Tipper's height.
Holy
Oh, okay.
Jesus!
Very small.
If I remember correctly, I am at Tipper's side. Okay. Hey, so I kind of crouch a little bit to his side.
Well, let me check.
Am I?
Let me check.
I should be. That's why I wanted to double check.
No,
But what,
you're
what-
full tiefling right now. So
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So I carefully sit down on the ground, get to his level. Hey there, little bud. You're
Hi!
not.
That
You're
is so hard to not laugh at.
Yeah, yeah. I had to have an
I'm
excuse to
dying
do
of
my
laughter.
Toad voice. I just had to.
You're pretty unfazed about our buddy over there that seems to be. Well, hang on. Gary, wake up!
No, I'm having a good dream.
I will send.
You're not
I will
dreaming if you
send a
say that.
pebble to your head to wake you up,
you
Garrett.
see, he's standing up and he's just like pretending to sleep.
Yeah, you're
I'm
pretty
just gonna
unfazed.
throw a pebble at him to wake him up.
I turned back to Little Bud and I'm like, you seem pretty unfazed about his actions right now. He's kind of out of it, as far as I'm aware. You know anything about that, or?
Oh, he looks pretty normal to me. Well,
Yeah.
he does a bit of thinking and he goes, my dad told me that Mother is. This is really interesting. I'm not sure I should say anything.
Little Bud, I think if it's something important that could possibly help our friend over there, you might want to, well, not tell everything, but enough that could point us in the right direction.
Roll persuasion.
Today's surprise of the day. Bizzy might not be so terrible with kids, but she is very terrible at persuasion. That is a 5.
Oh.
Do you want me to try it?
Well, first of all, Little Bud is going to respond to Bizzy.
Well, you see, Mother is a very, it's very hard to talk about her because we all hold her in such high regard. We have to we have to have our best interests aligned with her. So
Is it because she's a politician?
no, she's not a politician. She's like a goddess.
Wait.
Oh,
God.
Did you say goddess?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I
Carl,
pointed at-
you're up. I'm done. I'm tagging out. Carl, you're up.
Well,
Mother is God. Mother is queen.
I do a little step up and go.
Mhm.
Well, could you by perchance give us more information?
Yeah, roll persuasion then.
That one.
Honestly, the forest seems pretty
17.
endless.
17.
17.
Okay, yes, I will tell you. I don't know why I think this is a secret. The thing is that Mother watches over all of the forest, and she's keeping an eye on everyone. I haven't seen this happen to people very often. I've been told by everyone that it's completely safe, and it's for their own good. It seems that Mother might only be interested in gracing people that are, let's say, aggressive with her presence.
You know what? That kind of makes sense. If Gary wasn't technically out of his mind right now, he probably would have been kind of up in arms
Wait.
and moaning and complaining about everything.
Yeah,
I
Mother
guess.
wasn't
Wait a
always here.
I think I have a.
Gary, I can't hear you. Please speak up.
Damn it! I put the mic down.
He's still asleep.
Well, I was just saying, why would I
How
do
can he
that?
sleep? He has a sleep paralysis demon.
What are you talking about? He's my friend.
Anyway, Karl,
Oh,
what are
Jody's
you
the other
saying?
Sorry, you are sausage shit.
I think I have an inkling as to why we believe that Gary is this way. Do you all remember how he said I believe he said he was in the. Was it this very forest?
Yes, you are all aware that this is the forest that Gary was once trapped in.
So, remember our time at the prison? Maybe that is why the mother has decided to do this, because he did almost kill a plant child.
But there was a very scary time. Some moments ago. You know, time is a weird thing around here. I've heard that there's lots of different worlds, and time doesn't transition between the two. It doesn't. I'm too young to know this.
You mean time zones?
Well, no, not time zones. Maybe could be multiverses. Maybe.
It's multiverses.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm going to sneeze.
You see as a red gas expels from under the mushroom cap of Little Bud and rises up. Bizzy, Karl, and Tipper, I need you to roll D100s, please.
Oh, for God's sake!
Yes.
Oh, I want to go near the red gas.
Let's get those
Uh,
curses
It's a
out.
30.
It's
Okay, a 30,
a fucking 2.
a 92, so 30 for Bizzy.
Get rid of my tree curse.
92
No.
for Tipper. Karl, what was yours?
2.
Two
Does this get
for
rid of my
Karl.
my tree curse?
Well, let's see. Let us see, first of all. Bizzy, roll a d4.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Oh,
Oh, that's the one. I'm going. That's
A
the one.
one.
I'm going back.
Okay. Bizzy, you become obsessed with history to an excessive degree to the point where it is the only thing you talk about. And your type of history fixation is the history of your character.
Oh.
Also, history.
Oh no.
History checks will be an advantage.
Oh, that's the one I got.
Yeah, but she rolled a different d4, so she got a different effect.
Oh yeah, wait, what's mine again?
Oh my god, that just leads itself into so many things that she
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
do.
Mhm.
Anyway, what did I roll for that
You
history
got
curse?
D4 2. D4 2 was D4. Yeah, D4 2 was the history of the world you inhabit. That was the one you got. Anyway,
Oh, God.
Tipper.
I'm nervous.
Tipper, you glow in the dark, attracting bugs and other nocturnal creatures towards you.
Wow, that is
It's a
so
walking
cool.
bug light.
Oh.
He's
No.
he's a
He-
glow stick.
Listen,
Walking
he's
bug
a,
light.
All my armor's just green.
Yeah.
Like Buzz Lightyear.
Oh god, even his gloves or his skin's green. He's a green. He's a green
He's a-
alien.
he's a bug light in the forest. This is not going well.
Do I
No.
look different to you guys?
And
Yes,
You're
you're glowing.
You are
unfortunately, Karl, this is not going to get rid of your tree curse.
Oh, for God's sake!
Everything,
Why do I have to get 2 curses?
everything sounds to you as if it were at minimum volume, making it hard for you to hear much at all and causing you to yell out phrases such as "what" and "huh." Mark your character as deafened.
Oh,
I see he's coming into his elderly age.
He's like an old tree.
No. What I am is just me in real life. I work at a recycling plant, so this is just me in real life.
You're just deaf. Oh dear.
Seems like our little buddy just gave
Little
us some sort of.
Look,
Well.
I'm really sorry. I'm kind of sick. I pretend that I'm not sick so that I don't have to go to the glade.
The glade.
Hey, it's okay. I remember
Can
one
I
time.
try to make little bud not sick?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. Could you speak up a little bit?
Going to try to make him better.
Sorry, I didn't hear that one. Could you say it louder?
Roll.
He's going to forget it.
Whom? What are you trying to do again?
I'm going to try and make little bud feel better.
Okay. Roll medicine, maybe.
Yeah, medicine.
Mm-hmm.
8.
8. You
Give him the
don't
bloody water bottle.
inherently see any way to make him better. You would presume that this is a non-contagious illness and it will subside over time.
What if we hasten the thing with the water bottle?
No,
Idea, actually.
actually, hold on.
Hasten the recovery.
Well,
I still
Will
have
that-
the.
Will that work?
hold on. I how can you get this idea when you can't hear people?
That is true.
Yeah, so
Oh,
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 Huh?
oh.
just a cat.
Bizzy,
just-
you have the water bottle right now. Do you come
Yes, I
up
do.
with this idea?
Sadly, no, because I am
Okay.
too obsessed with trying to retell a story where I.
Oh yeah.
Get-
Are you gonna start doing that?
Of course I can't hear it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
Karl, you're missing out on so much juxtaposition. It must be tough.
I look at the
That's
water
true.
bottle and put some stuff together and think,
There's
maybe
nothing we can
use
do.
this to enhance something.
Enhance what?
The recovery.
I'm talking to little Bud like, hey, it's okay about the whole sneezing thing. I remember when I first started working.
Busy, I swear.
me
You
finish, motherfucker.
actually see that Little Bud is actually paying close attention to you. He seems engaged.
I remember one time I was sick but didn't want to tell anyone because I wanted to keep doing my job, learn the ropes and all that. And then I accidentally sneezed in front of. I falter a little bit. I accidentally sneezed in front of my best friend and I kind of got him sick for a few days.
My
was so
apologies.
pissed off at
You
me.
don't have to worry about that with me. I don't think this is a contagious thing, but yeah.
I'm sorry, could you speak up a little bit?
Do you want me
I
to
said I'll write it
talk
down
louder?
for
Do
you
you want
later.
me to call out like this?
He's very loud now.
Ow.
Okay, the question is,
still-
can Karl hear him?
Yeah, you would be able to hear this. Like, it's faint. It's very faint, but you would be able to hear this.
Yes, I can hear. I can hear that.
Okay, good. I'll just call out like this when I'm talking then.
All right then. Excellent. I can
And
hear
the rest
that.
of you are like kind of covering your ears a little bit.
It's a bad she.
Anyway, you guys, you're at the entrance to the Great Forest. We need to go further in. You guys look lost. We should head inside, and then I can show you everybody else. They can take care of you.
We get to meet Mother. I would like to meet
Oh,
my
Yeah,
mother.
you can meet Mother.
Alright, I say we go. We should go on a journey.
I want out
I'm
of this
sorry. Could you
forest.
speak up a little?
You sound so
I've
unnatural.
got an idea. I cast message at Karl, and I
Mhm.
repeat what was said.
Oh yeah.
I repeat what was said.
By
we're-
everyone else.
We're probably planning on meeting whatever the fuck Gary's attached to. Mother, was it?
You can hear this fine, Karl.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No. That. Yes. All right. Yes. That sounds quite excellent.
Wait, that fucking worked.
Yeah, because it's inside his head.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
telepathic.
wait a minute. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
I can
Can
try
Circum-
something now. I would like to walk over to Karl.
Okay.
Oh
I
boy!
would like to
Everyone, get ready.
Illusionary script.
Oh, wait. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna use this as a text-to-speech function for him.
Oh.
I'm gonna try and cast it so whenever someone talks, he can read the subtitles.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea.
Right, yeah,
Let's
I
get
got
rid of my last level 1 spell slot.
Okay.
I got the deaf subtitles.
Yeah,
for
you've
the
got
movie.
you've got like English assisted subtitles so that anytime somebody makes a noise it describes to you what the noise is.
Yep.
And there we go. I do have to continuously hold onto his shoulder for this to take effect.
How are you gonna hold?
That's
Okay, you're gonna have
fine.
to.
We'll just be a leisurely stroll through the forest.
Yay, I love legendary strolls.
I see
just
the
make that
text pop up.
smile.
I see the text pop up in front of us and
Yeah.
in front of me,
It's
and I'm like, leisurely strolled my ass.
No, see, because he's kind of screeching a bit, it's all capitalized.
Yes, and bold.
Bold and italics.
Well, are we gonna go? I'll come and get my friend later.
Let's go. I feel uncomfortable with this glow.
Yeah.
Sure, you'll be fine, Tipper.
So
I feel normal, but I don't feel comfortable at the same time.
you
I'm sure it'll
all
be fine.
begin to walk back the way you came. You're now following the sigil as it goes along the ground. It snakes through the forest. You basically do a U-turn to the right, and then you follow it as it gradually turns left. And as you continue to walk this way, you see as the path travels through an open field of lots of flowers. These flowers are of a light green color, with skin-colored highlights. They have 5 petals each, as well as sort of a hole in their centers, but it's filled in with more of this green and human skin-colored texture. And Little Bud seems to be leading you towards that direction.
Come on, guys! The entrance is this way!
However, I want you all to roll investigation.
Oh, this is gonna be
I
fun.
nat 20 again.
Whoa!
23.
I got a 19.
15.
I'm a very
But I don't care. I don't
Agree.
care. I like going on
I'm
the
a very
journey.
investigative tree.
Yeah,
I rolled
so...
a 3. This light's too bright for me.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
also, Tipper, you are now just covered in bugs. Like, they've just
I look at
flocked-
it and I'm like,
they-
holy smokes!
they've-
I try to scamper some away from him.
They've flocked to you and they're just sitting on you. They're not doing anything. They're just sort of like flapping their wings, maybe.
They seem harmless.
Yeah.
You're going to a walking bug light.
As you stand here, before you go into this flower field, you notice that there are two smaller paths to either side of you. And with such a high investigation roll, you see that the one on the left will probably just take you in the same direction as the one that's going through the flower field. The other one to the right seems to be going in a completely different direction. And you see a discarded coat on the floor in that direction. Please roll history, everybody.
With
It's
advantage.
I get another nat 20!
Oh!
Back to back! 20
Wow.
I got a 7, but I don't care. History's
I got a
meaningless.
I got 19.
I need to.
Okay.
I need to
Excuse me,
roll with
sir.
advantage real quick. So give me.
Oh,
like
yeah, you
one
do.
quick
Yes,
second.
yes. Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 7.
I got a 19.
Seems like I'm getting all the small rolls today.
My
At least you're not a tree.
Then
What was that?
20.
20. Bizzy, and Karl, you notice that there is an insignia on the coat that has been left on the ground, and it is a 3-piece gold insignia with a crown, a hammer, and a sickle. You remember that this was the same insignia that pilot was wearing that you fought in the in Outpost Orange.
Okay.
Oh no!
This is
Can't be
something.
good.
I don't like this.
Hey, why have you guys slowed down?
Give us a second.
We're just
Guys, we just
taking
need-
in the sights. Obviously, we've never been here before. Well, maybe Gary can speak for himself, but we've never been here before, so we're just
Yeah.
taking in a bit of the sights. I
I
think
feel
it'd
like
be
it's a great
wise if
time
we.
to lay on the floor and take another nap.
I got Little Bud to roll an insight check, and he got 19. So he notices the coat on the ground, and he sees that you're all looking at it, and he goes,
Oh, that way? That actually is a plane wreck.
Plane wreck?
Oh no!
Yeah, there's some kind of plane came and got destroyed. Like, we only know what planes are because this one landed. We can go there if you want. I actually like to play in that area.
You know what,
Playing?
little friend? I think we should go. Let's have some fun.
Yeah,
Let's
come
go
on,
mother
let's
some
we
fun.
can take a short detour. Let's go.
Yay, let's go. Me
Little
and
Bud
little
now.
Bud are skipping along with the skipping.
Yeah, he comes back
Meanwhile,
from the
everyone
flower
is just
field.
like moaning and groaning. Just like, oh no.
He
Oh,
walks past the
no.
coat on the ground, and he goes into this smaller area here. Are you all going to follow him?
So
Not
are we
like we have a
gonna-
choice.
Yes, because
Indeed.
Gary's with him.
Okay, well, you travel down this stretch of the forest. It's actually not that bad. There is light coming down. It's a little darker than the place with the path, but you still are able to follow the general direction of the tree line, and you see it in front of you. There is this cream-colored biplane with red and yellow stripes that go across its sides, the paint of which is incredibly faded and is peeling off. The propeller is also a cream color, but that's because it's been rusting a lot. This plane has come down into the ground nose first, and you see that like the propeller has been contorted from the impact. This site has been long abandoned, and nature seems to have claimed it. Little Bud goes forward, and he just climbs onto the wing of the biplane, and he goes,
You see? I can just stand on here and, you can climb all over and play games. It's fun.
Looks unnatural to me.
Okay, this is kind of unnerving. as
Remember,
fuck.
but my character's in medieval times. He has
Yeah,
no
you-
idea what
you-
a plane is.
You wouldn't know what a plane is, yes.
Can I investigate does it have like does it have like the same insignia on the plane?
The plane does not have the insignia on it, but it has similar colors.
Indeed.
Hey, look at that. Look at this. This is awesome. I'm in climates.
Can I do a history check?
I'm on top of the
See
world.
what-
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
And
see
as
if
you
it's,
okay, Gary
it's a
climbs
clan or
up
not.
with Little Bud. You're both just sort of having fun.
We are playing.
Yeah, and as you do, Little Bud calls out to the rest of you and says,
Oh, just be careful. The other side of the plane is actually kind of torn open. Don't get cut.
Thanks for the warning, kid.
"What was your history roll, Karl?"
For God's sake, it's a 5.
Alright, can I also do it?
From this angle, you are unable to make out any more details. However, the fact that Little Bud said that the other side of the plane was cut open is interesting to you.
I'm gonna go inside the plane. Who else wants to go in?
Oh, I have to
Pointing
stick
you.
with you all the time so you can actually read.
You mean here?
Yeah.
Yes, I had to stick with you at all times.
I mean,
Yes.
It may be difficult to climb up the wing of the plane with whom holding your shoulder.
Well, I don't exactly need to hear when I'm climbing now, do I?
But what if you find something over there that you want to talk about?
Well, I'm not.
With-
I'm not mute, am I?
Yeah, but you can't hear what they have to say.
Well, can't they follow me? We climb up onto the wing one at a time.
You all want to do that?
I'm gonna take a look at the front of this thing.
Okay, so Tipper's planning to walk around.
Oh, fine, we'll go round.
Okay.
I feel like we gotta go
God,
around.
it's just
Right, so as Little Bud and Gary are just sort of scampering all over the biplane, and they're laughing with each other, and they're just sort of like,
Oh, okay, so this is a biplane.
yes, I said it was a biplane. They're
Oh,
all,
I didn't hear that.
they're both having fun together and just playing really childish games with each other. You walk around and you see that there is a large gash in the left side of this plane. You also observe that it was probably caused by some large tree branch. In fact, you look in the direction that the plane would have been coming from, and you see that there is an abnormally large tree with this big branch that extends out. Would you guys like to inspect what is in there?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you
I guess
observe
so.
that there are two parts of this biplane that have been ripped open. The cockpit and the fuselage, which is, the part further back from the cockpit. So would you guys like to explore any of those areas in particular?
I think the fuselage.
I want to go to the cockpit because the cockpit is usually. We might be able to find something in the cockpit.
we can have both of you go to both places. Let's say that both of you roll investigation.
I'm just looking at it from afar.
12.
A fucking 7. Of course.
Oh,
Of course, because
okay,
aeronautics is not my strong suit.
Karl, please roll a D8 3 times, please.
2, 6, 8.
8, got it. Okay. What you find in the fuselage is an array of these really old-looking batteries. They have brown coloration on their outsides with this bronze top that looks sort of like a valve holding the casing together. In amongst these batteries, you observe that some of them have some kind of flexible straps on them, and you also see a black box. And I'm not talking about like a plain black box. I'm talking about a completely black box. Like there is no color to it. So I would like you to roll investigation again. Now, Karl, on the other hand, you find the following things. You find some rations. You find some water skins, and by smelling them, you can immediately tell that they are full of vodka. And you also find a very peculiar item. Give me a second to give you the description of that. It is a flare gun that is covered in Christmas-style snowflake wrapping paper.
The fuck is this? It's not a flare gun I've ever seen.
What was your roll?
7.
7. I'd say that you don't see any interest in the box. You instead go up to one of these batteries and you find one that has the one of these straps on it, and you pull on it, and you actually feel that it pulls with you. So you begin to drag the battery out of this crashed biplane, and you see that these straps seem to be fashioned, like they're positioned in such a way that you could carry it as a backpack.
It was just the life raft.
Okay, I would like to do that and go back in to try and investigate this box.
Okay, well, in that sense, I guess roll Arcana. Now, Karl, would you... What are you going to do with this flare gun? Also, Bizzy and Tipper, are you planning on doing anything?
Can I see if it's loaded?
Please do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I got 21 on my Arcana throw.
Oh,
For God's sake, it's a 9.
it's a 9.
Ooh.
No, why? I'm just being screwed over here.
Okay, Karl, when you touch the flare gun, which is wrapped in this Christmas wrapping paper, you are overcome with an immense chill. Like, this flare gun is incredibly cold. You find it really difficult to hold onto it because of how cold it is, and because of that, you are unable to tell if it's loaded. Now, as you stare at this box, you feel that there is an indescribable magical force stowed inside it. However, you cannot see any way to open it.
Okay, I would like to grab the box and put it in my backpack for now at least.
Okay.
And I would like to go to where Karl is.
Oh, one thing I should ask, what does your backpack look like?
My backpack?
Yes.
You want me to describe the color and everything?
Yes, I do actually need to know that information right now.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's just say it's a red and black design, leather. It has multiple storage components, well, storage holders. And, well, it has a little USA tassel on one of the zippers.
Okay, how big and heavy would you say it is?
Well, without the weight inside it.
No, with it.
With the weight inside it,
Mhm.
it's 52.7 pounds.
Okay, I am going to need you to roll a strength saving throw.
Oh, God, it comrades. Oh, no, that's a strength check. My bad.
Ugh.
Oh, I got 14 on the save.
Nice.
You have been trying to carry this battery on your back along with your existing backpack. It's very heavy. You feel like you could suffer from exhaustion if you continue to carry these two things at once. Perhaps somebody else would be more suited to carrying it.
Hey, Tipper or Bizzy, do you want to have a battery on your back?
What on my what now?
A battery.
Yeah, you
On
see,
your back.
it's this brown battery that is encased in bronze.
Thing looks big.
Sure, I guess.
It would be very big for Tipper, so okay. And also, I think Bizzy would probably have like a more slimmer kind of backpack because, you know, you're more impoverished.
Yep. Pretty much.
Here you go, Bizzy. Here's
Okay.
the battery.
Okay.
Please, Bizzy, roll a d4.
Oh, God.
Here we go. That's a 2.
Oh, God.
As you put on the backpack, the battery. You put on the battery in a way where you would be able to also, like, let's say that you wrap around your existing backpack and stuff around the battery, right? So now you've got this battery on your back. You feel your transformation begin to kick in. However, you feel the pain of the transformation, but the transformation doesn't happen. Please roll Arcana.
What the fuck?
Are you okay?
That's a what?
That's 10. 10. 10.
You felt heat from the battery as this happened.
And it's heating up. Great, fun, fantastic. What's going on?
Well, it's obvious to you that your transformation, the energy that would have been produced from it is being captured by the battery, and you're not transforming now.
That doesn't look good.
Doesn't feel good, but I'm not. Why the
You're
fuck am I
still
this?
full tiefling.
I've done this so many times.
Are we going to help?
Yeah, you don't really see any need to help her.
I've done this so many times. And it's not like the feeling's going away, but what the fuck's happening? I should have... Huh?
You should have changed, yeah.
Is it the battery?
Can I roll Arcana for the battery?
Okay, sure. Karl, is there anything else that you'd like to do? Would you like to continue investigating the cockpit?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
15. Okay, please roll 2 more d8s, Karl.
Okay. That is a 6
Mm-hmm.
and a 4.
A 6 and a 4. Okay. With the 4, you manage to pull out an ID, and you can tell that this was likely the identity of the pilot that you found in Outpost Orange, although now you can actually see his face. And you see that he was born in 1910. His name was Jan Yamada Perez. He was a man. He was 5'11", weighed 172 pounds, and he had brown eyes and brown hair. And with your 7, you find... Ooh, this is interesting. You find a Stanley knife. However, it appears to be curved. It's like, yeah, you know what a Stanley knife is. You push on it and it comes out. Yeah, box cutter. But it is curved, so when you push on it, the blade is coming out in a curved fashion, and the blade itself has a yellow and black diagonally striped pattern along it.
So what I have here is a karambit knife that can be pulled in and out.
Yes.
That could sell on the CSGO market.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways.
Also, let me say that you have figured out a way to get the flare gun in your backpack without touching it. So it's still extremely cold to the touch, but you've been able to put it into your backpack without touching it, and it's fine.
My question is,
Mm-hmm.
why is this pilot? This pilot seems South American.
Mm.
Why is he flying for the Austrian Air Force?
Don't ask me.
It's a rhetorical question,
yeah.
Jack. But why is he flying for the Austrian Air Force?
Gary, what's up?
Is Karl still in the cockpit?
Yeah, he's exploring the cockpit this whole time.
I looked like down through the window. I said, "Don't worry about it. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy life." Hey, look! I found a bud. I found more shells.
Oh yeah!
Or
Yeah!
whatever
What
this
are we gonna
is.
add to our collection?
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Come
Wait a minute.
They run off
We're on
again.
a journey.
Hang on. Shells.
Shells?
Those
I
two
should-
seem pretty dedicated to their fun.
I hope they don't mean. I
They
hope don't mean.
do not mean like mortar shells. No.
No, I'm like, I hope they don't mean ammunition shells.
No.
Okay, do I reach Karl at this point in time?
Yeah, you're with him.
They're like
Also,
nail
Chipper,
shells.
I need to fulfill your your Arcana check on the battery, right? What was your roll?
Yes, please. It was 15.
You are able to discern that Bizzy has felt the pain of her transformation, but did not transform. And you've been with her for many moments, and you have come to expect her to transform around every 3 hours. However, it didn't happen here, despite her feeling the pain. And she noted that the battery heated up when she was feeling the pain. you go to inspect it a little closer. The battery is
Have
not
a look.
it's not marked, but it's very unusual. Like the fact that the battery is quite large would suggest that it's doing something else inside it that a regular battery simply wouldn't do.
This doesn't feel right.
You're telling me?
Mm.
I don't know how long I've been stuck in this god-awful place. Maybe a couple of months to over a year, but usually I would like to transform, and I never thought I'd say this, but I would very much like to transform.
Okay, well, put the battery on the ground then.
Karl, what was I going to say? Okay, you know what? Karl and you're both in the cockpit now, and you look over, and you see that next to this identification of the pilot is a logbook, and the latest entry reads like so. 21/12/1939. 2039? I'm confused. This place is so alien to me, and yet it already feels like a second home. I've talked to many different species that would never talk back where I'm from, and they claim that I'm from a time somewhere close to a decade older than all of them. But I seriously doubt it. How does someone like me stumble upon a sacred forest living on time 100 years from mine? This could just be the machinations of the enemy I've been warned about. Those nosy scum of the technology to wipe out all of the Allied forces, and I might be in the middle of it. I have to keep a level head and keep looking for a way out. Call me crazy, even though I'm already in a crazy world, but I swear I've seen a tiny red door off in the distance on multiple occasions. I think that's my key out of here. The next time I see one, I'm going for it. Doe, my beloved, if you find this and it's my last entry, I haven't made it back home. Please take care of my kids and tell them every day that I love them and will watch them from the heavens all my days.
Very intriguing message.
That is your first response?
That's an entry.
Yeah, that's the
That's an
last entry in this logbook.
Oh, pay him respects.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
We killed him.
we killed him.
I'm doing it again. I'm pretty sure I'm paying him respects as well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when we killed him, I think you rather insulted him.
I told him and I paid him respects as
No,
well.
you were in love with him. I remember
yeah.
that,
Oh,
Kurt.
yeah, that's what happened. I wanted to bear his children.
Anyway, so now that you've been playing around with this, like all the things that you found in the plane, are you planning on taking that black box with you?
Yes.
Bizzy, what about the large battery? Are you going to take that?
I will take it, but first I'll take it off real quick, see what happens, because I would like to imagine the pain from transforming is still there because it hasn't actually been completed.
You take it off and nothing happens.
You seem fine.
You wait, you try to wait a minute. Everybody else is already like gearing up to go back, but you don't feel anything. It seems whatever happened, the trigger is gone.
Yeah, Karl, what did you find in the cockpit?
Well, I found this. I pull out the karambit / Stanley knife.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, I found a new knife.
Nice. Oh, what else did you find?
I'll list off all the stuff that he found. He found rations, vodka, a really cold flare gun wrapped in Christmas paper, the diagonally striped karambit Stanley knife, and also the identifying information about the pilot.
I found so I found all of that, and this flare gun is absolutely cold.
Yeah, can I take a look at it?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
What would you like to do,
I would like to pick it up.
Please make a Constitution saving throw.
But before I do that, I would like to cast one of my abilities. Level 2 Burning Hands.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And there goes all of my spell slots.
Oh,
Time for me to
no.
roll Constitution. Fuck. 9.
I will say that because
inspiration.
No, I will say that because you have burning hands, you can do that with advantage.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
6.
Oh no.
Can I roll again to get a curse?
Sorry, Gary, what's up?
I was gonna say no. Give him a curse. I was gonna say I'll give him inspiration, but give him a curse.
Actually, that's
No,
not
no
Wow.
one wants to give him inspiration right now.
I'll
I
give
don't
him
have any.
inspiration because he gets too many curses.
Okay.
I'll give you inspiration for the 9.
Oh, you're giving
Yeah,
it?
that works.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
he's
give him
doing-
inspiration.
Okay, that's a D4 plus 2, please.
Don't worry, I got
That
it.
was-
That's a 3.
Okay, so that plus 5 is 14.
Yes.
Your hands are on fire, and you reflexively grab this flare gun from Karl's backpack, being very quick so as to not set the backpack on fire. And as Hum is holding this flare gun, you can feel the constant hissing of ice on fire. You know, it's trying to put out the fire, but it's unable to. Yeah, Hum, you're able to hold on to this, no problem at all.
Okay. I would like to roll Arcana to see magical properties.
Sure, go ahead.
Let's go. 22.
Wow. So by looking at it, you see that it is definitely some kind of icy flare gun. It's very hard to hold because of how cold it is. But if you were to fire it, it would produce an ice ball that would be launched out and shatter on impact, creating very dangerous glass shards.
Oh my god.
So it's like a ice ball bazooka, pretty much.
Oh, can I have this?
Well, I can't bloody hold it now, can I?
Okay.
Let's go.
After this happens, Little Bud and Gary have sort of had their fun, and they're now basically begging and pleading with you all to go back to the main entrance. It seems that both of them want to see Mother, or at the very least, bring you all to the main area of the Great Forest.
It'll be fun.
Hey,
Let's go see
come on,
Mother.
guys! We've been out here for ages! Let's go!
Gary, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're acting like an actual bloody child.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm trying to enjoy life here, and I want to
Hey,
see Mother. Come on,
And
let's
you're
go.
high on
This
something
is,
unknown. Let's go.
This is not the worst, actually. This is not
It
the
could-
worst of it.
It's actually
Except for
been pretty
me.
quiet here. Let's actually move on.
Yeah, okay. Are you all gonna move with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll follow them.
Yeah, and Bizzy has the battery.
Yes.
Okay, so you all return the way you came, you pass by the coat, and Little Bud and Gary both confidently walk into the flower field. Are you going to follow them?
Might as well. We have no choice.
I'm sure the bugs I have will like the flowers then.
So you all make your way into the flower field, and you smell a strong aroma from these flowers as you move through. Karl, your curses immediately wear off.
Yes! I'm back!
However,
back.
the celebration is short-lived, as
Ah,
Karl, Gary, and Tipper, I want you both to roll Arcana, please.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 16. Okay, it's a
Okay.
16.
14.
16 were good.
And Gary?
5.
5? Okay. So, Karl and Tipper, you both begin to feel somewhat itchy as you're moving through these flowers. It's not a feeling that is centralized around your legs where they're passing by the flowers. It's actually all over you. And you observe, although Gary is moving through these flowers completely unfazed, you see that he is changing. His body appears to be growing fur. His colors don't change too drastically. However, he begins to grow these furry ears, and sort of like wing petals begin to sprout from beneath his arms. His eyes also grow in size and his sclera turn yellow, and you realize that he is essentially part owl.
What the fuck?
I shake my head like crazy.
We need to get out of his bloody flowers. That's what we need to do.
So, you're both gonna start running really fast.
Run! Get out of the fucking flowers.
Everybody else is just completely confused as you two are running as fast as you can. I need you both to roll Arcana.
Carry an owl?
He's part owl, like, humanoid owl.
Sorry, what did you say we need to roll?
Arcana again, please.
Okay.
Oh.
9.
Oh no, what did Karl get?
I got
7.
Oh,
seven.
no.
I got a 7.
7. Karl, you now feel your body changing as your skin changes to shades of grey and white as there's a defining line that goes beneath your eyes and around your nose. You feel it extend into a snout. Your hair merges with your body, and it's frilly, and you've got the ears that are poking up from beneath your... Is it a fedora?
Yes.
Yeah, you got ears poking up from beneath your fedora. You are some kind of dog or coyote. You are unable to tell, but you can see that on your snout you still have this mustache, but it's actually part of your fur as opposed to having grown on like hair, right?
Oh, for God's sake, I'm a fucking furry's wet dream.
Okay, I was leaning into my mic. I was about to make a furry joke. You beat me to the punchline.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Tipper, you get one more Arcana roll.
Oh god. Come on.
Yo, what the fuck, Karl?
17.
17. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you see as Karl and Tipper run so far ahead that Tipper's transformation does not complete. There seems to be some small, large toe protrusions visible in his boots. He didn't originally have a nose, but he now has a nose that is very large, but it's not completely formed. Also, he seems a little more muscular than expected, but he's still very short. You cannot tell what he was going to turn into, but they have both exited the flower field, and everybody else just walks through completely unaffected, including Bizzy. You don't feel any of this affliction come across you.
I'm going
Hold on,
to...
wait a second.
I'm going to... Yes, we've turned as I reach into my pocket.
Okay,
At least we're
flowers.
at least we're out of the fucking dungeon. I put a cigarette in my mouth and I'm gonna light it.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I investigate the flowers for any magical beings?
Yeah,
or
sure,
entities?
Arcana. Tipper, I want you to roll investigation, and Karl, I want you to roll like an intelligence saving throw.
3.
I got 16 with my Arcana roll.
Okay.
I got a 10 with an intelligence.
Right, so Tipper, you are unable to figure out what animal you were going to turn into. And Karl, you
Of course I wouldn't.
barely avoid setting your fur on fire by smoking.
Oh my god.
As for whom, you look over these flowers that you see in the ground, these green and skin-colored 5-petal flowers with these holes in them. And you can see that there are spores that they are letting out that are floating into the air. And the spores don't leave where the flowers are. They're just sort of hovering in the air. So it's likely that you passed through here and it began to affect everybody. Although, interestingly, it did not affect anybody that was already part animal.
Okay. I know why they transformed now.
Yeah.
It's these spores from the flowers. Yeah, you're transforming because of these spores.
Oh, for God's sake! And now I'm a fucking furry art piece.
Yes, you are now a furry's ret dream / art
Oh
piece
no, don't
/
I raise my eyebrow. I'm like, now you know how I feel sometimes whenever I transform into, well,
I feel
something that isn't exactly my original form.
Yeah.
I take my cigarette out of my mouth and I just point with point with the cigarette in between my middle finger and my index finger and go, indeed. And then I put it back into my mouth.
Yeah. So
I feel unfinished.
oh no.
Don't you be saying that. I don't want to hear that.
That is deeply disturbing to hear that. Anyway,
That is disturbing.
So
Could I try to discern what Tipper was supposed to be?
yeah, roll investigation.
Yeah, I would like to perform one of my special actions.
Okay, what's that?
Arcane Recovery allows me to expend spell slot recovery, or spell slots to recover to a combined level of 2.
Wait, what?
He's recovering spell slots. He's recovering spell slots.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Okay. Bizzy, what's your roll?
I got an 11 on that.
2 level 1 spell slots.
It's a bit hard to discern with Tipper's clothing. However,
I'm still glowing, right?
Oh no. When you entered the flower field, the curses wore off and the bugs left you eventually. So you're completely free now. Bizzy, you look over Tipper and you see these spiky toes visible in his boots. His limbs are slightly muscular, same for his torso. He's got this large nose that was attempting to form between his eyes. And you are just barely able to deduce that he was turning into some kind of tortoise.
I can't really discern for certain, but I think you're about to turn into some kind of little turtle. I think a tortoise, but wait a minute.
Turtle?
Don't you mean a tortoise?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Tipper's a brawler. He's a fighter, and he likes defending people. So he's about to turn into a hybrid creature that has a shell on his back. Meanwhile,
the shell was not forming. There is no indication that a shell was forming.
No, what I said was like he's turning into an animal that has some kind of shell.
Right. Yeah.
So, and if you think about it, Gary's the most familiar with forests and stuff. It makes sense that he's part owl now, and
yeah.
I was gonna say you'd be more of a political dog, Karl, but I don't think that's quite right for you.
No, he looks more like a wolf or a coyote.
Yeah, it's difficult to discern whether he's a dog or a coyote.
Great, so I'm
he could potentially be a dingo.
I'm an incomplete Franklin.
Yeah!
Oh God!
And you know what? Franklin is a reference image that I'm using for this.
Well done.
I guess a name, and now we have Franklin as a reference image.
Anyway. Let us continue. So you have reached the end of the sigil. You now find yourself in the midst of a large plain where there's a lot of activity going on here. You have found yourselves inside one of the communes in this forest, and within each commune there are zones. This particular zone that you've entered into is pretty much just to welcome new people. So you see that there is this large structure, no, not a structure, a decoration right out of the exit of the part of the forest that you were in that is basically just a big welcome sign. And you see as there are all of these large giant-like creatures that look more like houses, which are either just sitting in place or some of them are walking around making loud thudding noises. And you see a whole bunch of organic creatures, living amongst or inside them. Like they have doors and windows so they're able to get in. Now, at this decoration here, you see that there are two kind of flower ladies, except these ones are not the same as the ones that you saw in the Trance Tundra nightclub. They have actual humanoid bodies that are made out of stalks and leaves, fully black eyes, thorns for teeth, and extra petals standing in for their fingers. You see that there are two of them standing on either side of the decoration. One of them has yellow petals, the other one has pink petals, and as they notice you, the yellow one approaches, and she goes, "Hello, everybody. Oh, I'm so glad to see new faces. How are you all doing? Was your travel here good?"
Somewhat.
It's been a strange walk.
Would tiring be a play down on what's happened? I say that just looking around like...
"Oh dear, you all seem quite exhausted. Well, don't worry,
Yes.
we will be able to patch you up right away. Let us introduce ourselves. My name is Mamari, and my sister here is Lalari." You see as the pink-petaled lady, she waves and smiles but doesn't say anything. Gary, please roll... this would be history?
Yeah, that's
And
history.
in the meantime, Mamari says, "Yes, we welcome you to travel
I got
around, go
17.
anywhere within the forest and commune with any of us. We would love for you to be in our presence. And if there's any problems at all, don't hesitate to ask any of us, and we will help you out. We know what's best for
Yeah,
you."
I have a question.
Yes?
Is the name of this forest the Great Forest of Jura?
No, it's just the Great Forest.
Well,
Yeah, the great forest with our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, Gary, what was your roll?
Wait, what was it, 14 or 17? It was 17.
17. Well, these two flower ladies, they actually remind you of your sisters, your real sisters,
Hey.
Mina and Lena.
Wow.
It is very convenient that their names are Mamari and Lalari.
Wow, what a weird coincidence. Like, no, like,
What?
Yeah.
I have to act happy. I gotta act
you
fucking,
feel a sisterly bond between you and them.
You know what's interesting? You two remind me of my sisters.
Oh,
you're
really?
talking about...
You
Are you talking about them?
have sisters?
Yeah, see, he does have
Uh,
sisters.
Yeah.
I got to
yeah.
meet them once. They're very chill.
Huh?
Yeah, right?
Yes, that is. Oh, I'm so glad that you see some familiarity in us. Well, I assure you that we're not your sisters, but we will treat you like our brother nonetheless.
Ryan the mother. This is a perfect family.
Yes, you are correct. Mother is such a wonderful presence in our lives.
Mother is our god. Mother is our child. Mother is there
yeah.
forever.
A message to... I cast a message to Karl and I'm like, is it just me or is this like a fucking cult?
I don't like this one bit. I'll tell you what.
Mm-mm. Anyway,
Excuse me.
you are all exhausted. How about we direct you to where you can get patched up?
Oh, thank you,
Yeah, that would be
kindly.
much appreciated. Thank you.
Right, yes. Well, I will have one of our men escort you to that place. Okay? Please stay here and I'll get them over here. You watch
Alright,
as
goes.
Mamari leaves the entrance decoration and goes to grab somebody.
I magically grabbed food out of my backpack, and I start eating.
Uh-huh.
How deep is that backpack?
Yeah.
Very deep, apparently.
After standing around for not very long at all, you see as now, with the thing about Little Bud is that he was very small, but now you see this mushroom that is larger than any of you, and he looks incredibly old. His colors have faded. He is shriveled up, and he's hobbling around, and he has 2 canes that he's using to walk. Mamari is escorting him over, and he sees the two of you. You cannot see his eyes because his eyelids have completely covered them, and he goes, "Oh, well, yes, I will take these members of our family to the glade. I would be happy to."
Members.
What the hell?
I don't like this.
"Yes, it's all fine. Just travel with our elder here, and he will take you to the glade where you will all be well rested."
All right.
"Come on, everybody.
They hesitantly follow
Follow
suit.
me."
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, so
Very hesitantly.
But very cautiously.
you see as the elder mushroom, well, the technical term for them is a myconid, he hobbles along very slowly. And as you're walking through, you pass into another zone within this commune. So this particular commune, you see more of these giant house-like creatures, although it seems like the houses vary a lot between the zones. Here, it seems like these are more utilitarian buildings, stuff used for communicative purposes. You know, like some kind of embassy, some place where people are able to perhaps make phone, like the magical equivalent of phone calls to other parts of the forest. You also see that you're all traveling over colored grass. There's a particular area in the grass where everything is being colored in, and there are stones placed that are also colored. You don't know what it's trying to represent.
It's trying to represent the Smurfs.
But
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, now I can't unsee it.
I cannot see it either.
as you're walking forward, this whole time you've seen this shiny blue orb in the sky, giant orb with these blue tendrils coming down and sticking to certain parts of the forest. And you're approaching, off in the distance, you can see that the forest turns purple for some reason. The elder is bringing you towards the purple region of the forest, and he goes, "We're almost at the glade. You know, we owe a great deal to Mother. She has revitalized this community in such a short span of time, and we created this art project to commemorate her, what we think she might look like."
Mother's beautiful.
So the blue thing in the sky is Mother.
Yes, that's right. Some people believe that she is Mother. Others believe that Mother is inside the sphere. But whatever the case, she has been protecting us for quite a short time, but it has felt like a long time.
Seen her at all?
Oh my
This is
god,
just-
Well, I
realized
see her in
something.
the sky right there. That's her.
No physical form, like
What
no
are you-
manifestation or
What
anything
are
like
you
that.
talking about? That is her physical form.
This is just.
Oh my god, that breakdown.
This is just. This is just an open.
How dare you assume that that's not Mother?
Yeah.
Mother is everything.
Yeah.
This is but the opiate of the masses.
Mhm.
Mother is our Lord and
I hate-
Savior. All hail Mother.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate deities.
We are almost here. Just a few more steps. You see, as the elder has brought you much closer to the purple region of the forest, you see as the grass changes naturally from green to purple, and as do the trees. Although the trees here, they have a quality about them where their bark is white in parts. It's not just purple. It's a mixture of white and purple. And also, there is a much larger concentration of Mother's tendrils coming down into this section of the forest and spreading around.
Oh yay, Mother.
Yes.
Hello.
Mother
I'll be there
bestowed
soon.
upon us this glade so that we can rest and rejuvenate. Well, it's always been here, but she has made the process much faster.
I feel uncomfortable.
I feel like I just want to get
Interesting.
caught by
Please,
Mother
everybody,
and
step
bathe in the
inside.
light.
Please.
Alright.
Alright.
I shouldn't go in
okay.
myself. I must stay this old to tend to the little ones.
No problem. I'll tell Mum you said hi.
Yeah.
Wait, did he just say stay old?
Yes, he did.
What?
That's not
What?
good.
I don't like it.
Come on, guys, let's go.
all of you except Gary, roll, let's say, a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
goodness
Okay,
gracious
I
me.
got 21.
I got a 21 as well.
Okay.
Oh fuck, thank God.
14.
Thank God. 18.
14.
Okay. Well,
Jeez, did none of you want to join Mother? Like, goddamn, okay.
Karl and Hum, you refuse to enter the glade. You pretend like you're going in, but you stand back and you keep out of sight of the elder so that he thinks you've gone in. You somehow manage it. Bizzy, you feel nervous about going in, but you do so anyway, because you don't really have the innate fear that the others do.
God damn it.
Now, Tipper.
What about me?
Yeah, you're with them, aren't you? Like, what was your role?
14.
Yeah, you're definitely going in. Bizzy, Tipper, and Gary, you are now both standing in this purple region of the forest. The elder goes,
Okay, you just have to stay here for a little while, and then you'll be all good, and you can go out and be with everyone else. It will be very quick. I should go. I have to make sure that the little ones are not getting up to too much mischief. But don't hesitate
Okay.
to come and talk to me if you need.
Hey, you made it to the halfway point of this episode. It will continue shortly, but we'd like to let you know that this is our very first proper experience with Dungeons & Dragons, and it took a lot of work for us to create this homebrewed campaign from scratch. We had no sense of how good interp'd reality could be for the longest time, so if you've enjoyed what you've heard so far, consider giving us a like and sharing this episode with your friends. You never know who will want to join in on the adventure. That's all for the mid-rolls, so let's get back into the action.
So the elder walks off, and now, Tipper, Bizzy, and Gary, you have only been standing in this purple region of the forest for a very short amount of time, but you already begin to feel its effects as the sound of some kind of squelching and, slime or something. You can hear it in your ears despite nothing being around you to do that. You're too far away from the mother's tendrils to be able to discern if it's coming from them or it's just in your ears. Now, Gary, as you are standing here, mother's goo that was on your head and your shoulder fades. It shrivels up and it disappears completely. You now have been released from your, emotional affliction. However, you have not fully come down from it. You're still happy and you don't know why, but it's a question of how long that will last. As for Tipper, you feel that your turtle transformation reverses. You are now yourself again. And Bizzy, roll a d4, please.
Oh no. That's a 4.
Okay. Oh no, please roll again.
Yes. 3.
Okay. You had not been wearing the battery at this time. You were basically carrying it around in your hands just because you felt so weird about what had happened back at the wreckage site that you would rather see what happens if you were not to wear it. And as you're standing here, the pain racks you again. You bear it as much as you can, but this time you do feel yourself transforming. You are now 66% tiefling.
Whoa.
And you also, while you're holding this battery in your hands by the straps, and you don't seem to feel any indication that the battery is heated up.
So, to
Wow.
actually wear this thing.
Thank goodness. back to myself.
Yeah, you will feel yourself normal again, except Bizzy, who went through a transformation, but yeah.
So where are we?
Subway. I don't know.
Oh, what the heck is happening? Feels like I was in a dream, but the dream wasn't reality. But I
Yeah.
still feel like I'm in it.
Yeah, Bizzy, Tipper, and Gary, you feel yourselves again. I want you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Ah, rightio. Wisdom saving throw
16.
engage.
9.
I got a
9.
dirty nat 20.
Okay. So Tipper, you heard from the elder that you should only stand here as long as you need to be until you're back to yourself. So, understanding that, you decide that you should probably step out of this purple part of the forest, and you also take Gary by the hand and escort him out. He seems pretty dazed. Bizzy, on the other hand,
Oh no.
please roll a d4.
Please roll d4s.
That's a 4 again.
Did you put on the battery?
I will put on the battery, sure.
Okay, so you put on the battery, and again you feel this pain rock you, but you do not transform. The battery heats up. And this is a shock to you. This is a shock to you. You are not used to the pain happening, like, so close to another instance of it. This is very unnatural.
What's going on?
That doesn't matter. Let's go.
Is anybody gonna say anything to her, or is she gonna have to figure this out by herself?
I would like to scream out and say, yeah, the battery can do that, probably. Thanks for experimenting.
Wait, should we... Hold up. I
You
have
knew
no idea.
all along?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I
didn't say anything.
Chaos is broken out. Chaos is broken out.
I was going to say...
Yeah,
I found another
Hold on.
presence
Gary,
within the
yes.
battery.
I was gonna say, I like it. I just imagine like me, Tipper, and Karl just standing there, and him just says, "Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen." And you know that face where everyone goes like their mouth wide open, and then look at the person and go like,
Yeah, like, you
bloody
don't
idiot."
say. Okay, Bizzy. What are you gonna do?
So I'm gonna turn to leave. I don't know if I'm successful or not, but I'm like, I swear to God, if I lay my hands on you, you're fucking dead!
Yeah, roll, let's say roll dexterity.
Dexterity or a dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity save.
Okay.
Oh, please be. It's successful. I want to see this fight.
Fight?
That's a 15.
Okay. You proceed to run out of the purple section of the forest. As you're running out, again, you are struck with the pain of transformation, yet no transformation takes place, and the battery heats up. It definitely seems to be filling with some kind of energy, you don't know what. But considering how frequently it has been happening, you get out of the purple area of the forest, and you just stand around, like, anticipating it to happen again. But it doesn't happen again.
Well, time for me to get out of here. I would like to cause 10 cents.
Oh no, you
this.
fucking don't! I want myself onto him. I don't even give him a chance.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab onto his collar as well. I'm just gonna.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna do anything. I'm just gonna
I
sit.
have to walk away from Karl.
Please roll.
Do I just like football tackle you to the ground?
Please roll dexterity. Please roll dexterity.
Saving or check?
I'm just gonna let you guys do your
regular
arguing.
check, please.
Regular check.
I still have no idea.
Oh, no fun.
What'd you get?
I got a 3.
So, you don't have time to react. So, it's like the scene in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where, like, G is attacking Carlton, and Will is like trying to like swat G away. Except in this case, Bizzy, you are attacking him, and Karl is like trying to stop. It's just like you're pounding your fists into him. It's just like
and I'm just standing there.
yeah.
Jim, I'm just like shaking him by his collar, like I'm not punching him. I'm just shaking him by his collar, like you really didn't fucking dare to tell me like littlest of details about this fucking battery.
Hey,
All
I
right,
didn't know what it could do, so
Alright.
Okay, well,
All right.
two and two together.
Get along.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry,
I'm being the Iron Curtain.
Yep.
I'm going to be the Berlin Wall, and I'm going to separate you.
Thank you.
But what I'm gonna, but what also I'm gonna also, you know what I'm gonna do as well?
What?
I'm gonna smack him.
Okay.
I would like to counter slap.
Please roll unarmed strike.
Actually, hold on. I would like to do a reaction action. Opportune attack.
Let him do his unarmed strike first.
Oh, it hits. It definitely hits.
Oh, it hits.
Yeah.
Opportune attack.
What did you get?
He rolled a 19.
I rolled a 9.
All right. Well, what's your attack then? By the way, Bizzy, please roll Arcana.
It's just 2, right? Like there's no roll. It's just 2 damage.
Yeah. So, okay. Tell me what your reaction is.
My reaction, opportunity or opportune attack.
So it just lets you take an attack.
Basically, yes.
Okay. All right. So let's just say
I would like to use that attack action as a dodging action.
Right. Okay, but you need to be successful, don't you?
Yeah. For the dodge, I don't know what to roll besides acrobatics.
Yeah, do that. Bizzy, what's your roll for Arcana?
Oh,
Yes.
That would be like 5.
5?
Yeah,
Okay.
that didn't work.
Yeah, so you take 2 points of damage from Karl's fist. And Bizzy.
It's just a Batman and Robin, like me
Yeah.
with Batman.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gary, are you seeing this?
Yeah, but I'm still confused what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
okay. I would like to drink my other healing potion.
Wait. Let me get around to Bizzy here. So, Bizzy, although you did get a 5 with your Arcana, you are able to figure out that it is not the battery. The battery is not causing you to have rapid transformations. That was the purple part of the forest, the glade, as it's called.
You're very damn fucking lucky that battery's not the reason why I was shifting around so goddamn much.
No, I meant for like the transformation. It doesn't transform you. The purple part of that forest, I don't know.
Are you
You should be experimenting with that.
Hey, him. Right now, I really want to punch you really hard and maybe kill
Alright,
you.
I pull out my shotgun and I point at
At the same time,
Whoa.
at the same time, I just feel no aggression. So I'm just gonna sit here and take a nap.
Are you actually going to do that?
Please don't actually shoot me with a shotgun.
Are you
not
going
gonna
to
shoot you? I'm just gonna pull it out swiftly and then put it back.
Okay.
Like,
Please roll perception.
That's a 20.
As you pulled out your shotgun, you heard the stretching of arrows on bows from numerous positions around you. You look around and you realize that there are a whole family of these like burly men that look like trees, like their whole bodies are made of bark. They're very tall, blending in with the trees, but you can see that they are all aiming at you with these huge bows, ready to launch an arrow directly into you. And it is because of this sight that you put your shotgun away.
No,
Put it down.
I see arrows.
Once you put the shotgun away, they lower their bows and they lose interest in you.
Okay, I would like to drink my other potion of healing.
Okay. So you will heal.
Gary, how many fingers am I holding? Oh, I have 3 fingers up.
20.
Two.
Okay, no.
Oh, dear.
Tipper, it's obvious he's joking.
You're joking, aren't you? Come
Yeah,
on.
you got me. Come on.
Bruh. What the fuck? I got a 7 with that. God damn it.
So that's 7 health?
7 health, yes.
Okay.
And I
Are
only
you
needed
like really
5.
low?
No, I needed 5.
5? But you have 17 out of. Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. You got punched, so.
No, he didn't get punched, he got smacked.
Okay, right.
And I would like to summon my unseen servant to find more health potions.
I'm getting really sick and tired of this unseen servant. You
Sure.
can't see
Yeah.
him.
Let's do that. So unseen servant is looking for health. Got it. Okay. So now that you've all settled down, I will try and explain to you what you see at the moment. You are still in the large commune that you had entered to. From where you are, you can see in front of you, facing away from the glade, is this commune that you were in, with all these big creatures that stand in as houses, and all the little plant and animal species walking around. Mostly plant species, I will add. Walking around just in amongst the houses and stuff. And some of the houses are getting up and moving and stepping over the tree line. You also see that there is there's multiple small passageways through the trees, 2 of which go around the glade. Through the glade, you can see another one of these communes, although this one, the buildings look a lot more fancy. And, of course, you see Mother above you. Not directly above you, but somewhere near the glade.
Feels like we've walked into the wrong neighborhood.
Hey guys, what's that?
You seriously don't remember any of it?
Oh no. I hate this place even more.
Oh, now you know how I feel, but it's weird I don't feel that. Huh.
Why aren't you stressed out about this place?
I don't know, I just feel really happy. Like, look at the sky, except for that big ball thing. Pretty. And look at the trees.
Yeah, he's
Well,
right,
that's
you know.
Whatever that is.
The thing you were referring to.
Do you remember anything from an hour ago?
Sort of?
Go ahead and roll history for me, Gary.
Where's my history? There's my history. Don't take a screenshot. 19.
19. The memories were originally unclear to you, but they are now coming into focus. You remember that you originally came into this forest and you felt yourself overcome with irrational fear. You feel that the fear was irrational. And then you just sort of walked around with everybody, and everyone in your party was looking at you weird the whole time, but you just walked along with them. You even played with a little red mushroom dude. But, you know, you don't have any, like, bad feelings about what happened.
I do remember me freaking out and running around, but them feeling extremely happy. And now that extreme happiness is gone. Like, you know when the world just starts clearing up and it's like rainbows and that? It looked like that. There was puppies, clouds, and stuff
Okay,
like
so
that.
you saw things that we didn't see.
Yeah, I still sort of see it, but at the same time, I'm sort of back in reality, I guess.
So it seems.
I think we should
seems
just
that we have.
find a way out of here.
You know, I agree
I
agree with Tipper because I'm sick and tired of being a coyote.
Yeah.
Or a coyote, as one
Oh,
would
no,
say.
no, wait. No, that would have, oh, you didn't go into the purple forest, that's right. So yes, you are still a,
Oh, come with me.
you're still a dog coyote, and,
I'm gonna
Gary,
I'm gonna groan and I'm gonna groan and follow Tipper.
Yeah. Also, Gary, you notice that you are part owl. You look at your
What
arms
the-
and you see that you have the feathers underneath that would indicate that your arms are wings.
Wait, when did this happen?
Oh no,
What
no,
is
no!
it?
You remember
Walk
when
through
this
some
happened?
flowers.
You remember when
Oh,
this happened?
okay.
You walked through some flowers and you became part owl.
Whoa!
It's just that you didn't
Oh,
realize
Wait,
until now.
can I fly? I'm gonna try flying.
Yeah. Roll.
I'm climbing this tree.
What? Okay.
Is it athletic?
No, it wouldn't be athletics because that flying. No, flying wouldn't be that.
Performance?
Yeah, performance.
Yeah, it's performance.
Also, yeah, we'll say that Gary climbs one of the trees that's near the glade.
Right, here we go.
What's
Ladies
your
and
performance
gentlemen,
roll? Come on.
It's my spectacular show
Just-
event.
Just relax in
It's
here
time
for a
to
little
see
bit,
me.
Carl.
Of
Six.
course, I got that.
It's
Yeah, no,
six.
thanks, game.
Yes, my
Thanks,
prayers
game.
have been
Appreciate
answered.
it.
Okay, so with your performance roll of 6, you leap from the tree and you flap
Here
your
I
arms,
go.
attempting to be graceful as you fly. Although you are not able to maintain height, you begin falling. You land, it hurts, but you didn't take any damage from falling.
Like
I
one of those
pointed off.
like one of those cartoon landings, like when you fall and you just go straight through the ground, but you don't take any damage.
Yeah,
just-
like you left a dent in the ground of just your body, like like a snow angel. Yeah.
He's just collapsed in the ground.
Okay,
mhm.
ladies
Like
and gentlemen,
point
I
you off
cannot
the camera.
fly. This does suck, but I wonder if I could turn my neck. All right, let me try to turn my.
Oh no!
Oh,
okay.
no.
This would
No.
be acrobatics. Please roll acrobatics for me.
Right.
If you
let's
turn
see.
your neck, you're gonna die.
He's gonna snap his neck.
Oh my god, this
I
game.
have-
Can I
Oh,
take a curse? Can I take a curse?
Sure.
game-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
Alright.
What is your curse?
D&D
Here we
Give me a-
go.
100. Here we go.
Oh.
Meanwhile, me and Carl are in the purple.
65, and we'll try
And my
again
acrobatics.
for your acrobatics.
15.
Okay, that's
Oh,
better.
thank
yeah,
God.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got it.
Okay.
Jeez, I'm not killing myself this early in the game.
Okay,
Like,
so you
Jesus.
indeed find that you are able to turn your neck a lot more than you would
Whoa.
have if you weren't part owl. So you're looking back at your adventurers and they're all just staring at you like kind of grossed out seeing your neck turn that much. However,
That's so unnatural.
you feel as if you are experiencing hypothermia or hyperthermia, whichever makes the least sense depending on your surroundings. So, because the sun is in the sky, you are going to experience hypothermia. So, you just become extremely cold, and it's just
Ugh.
getting all through your body.
Does anyone feel really cold? Freezing cold? Like, I feel like my
Okay,
hands
well,
are turning
me and Carl
black.
can't see this because
Might be
we're in the purple room right now.
Yeah, we're in the purple.
You're in the
Oh, you
purple
are?
room.
Okay, yeah. So, no,
You're in
you
the-
guys got out. Oh, you led him
No.
back, did you?
I let him back. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
are you going in with him, though?
We're going in with him.
Am I able to?
You can.
Wait, I don't understand why you guys didn't take me. Oh, wait,
No,
that's
no,
right. I
he-
tried to fly.
yeah, you're trying to fly. Tipper, you can go, or you could just tell Karl to go in by himself.
Actually, I would like to go in with Karl. I have a
Oh.
little experiment.
Okay.
Wait, guys, I'm
okay, well,
freezing cold over
after
here.
you, hmm?
Don't leave me.
I look at Gary and I take the battery off my back and I hand it to him like, here, wear this.
Oh yeah,
That does
Here,
not
man.
help.
Gary and survival. Gary and Bizzy roll survival for me. And
Gary in survival, roll busy.
It's just like a dice. It's just a roll busy
My
to see
God,
what
that's
happens.
six. I got a
Requesting
6.
nachos.
Magically
Six.
becomes a D20.
A 20.
That's 6.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, speaking of D20s,
Bizzy, you get Gary to wear the battery, and you can tell that he is the effects of hypothermia are indeed being abated by it. He's not freezing to death. However, Gary, you do not feel yourself that it is as effective as Bizzy thinks it is. Bizzy knows for a fact it is. You are in disbelief. As for everybody else, who's going into the purple forest?
I won't be, so you go in with Karl.
Okay. So, Karl, your coyote form reverts. You are now human again. And
Oh my god, I miss.
what are you gonna do?
Normal shit.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay.
I just want to see, does this purple place revert my spell slots?
Go ahead and roll a
Wait, hold up.
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving.
Yep.
That is a 16.
16. Okay. With a 16, you do not feel any of your spell slots recovering. You do, however, feel something else changing inside you. However, you do not like it. It is not a good feeling, and you leave the forest before anything else happens.
Oh shit! Bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
Lord.
what? How did you guys change? How did you guys all change back?
Because they went into the purple part of the forest.
I point backwards with my thumb. I'm like, in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So Gary,
I
you
do like a tap on the shoulder for him to go back.
Yeah, Gary, you go into the glade and your owl form reverts. You're human again. Elf. Sorry, you are elf again.
Yay! How many years of my life did I lose?
Humanoid.
Well,
suddenly Gary's human.
yeah. No. You leave before that happens.
Oh, good. I'm finally back.
Okay, so I have to reiterate where you are. You are standing on the edge of the glade. There, of course, is that big commune that you were originally in with all of these houses, creature houses. And on the other side of the glade, there is another commune with a lot more fancy buildings. And of course, you see Mother in the Sky and multiple smaller, narrow ways through the forest that could potentially lead you to some other places.
Let's go to the fancy area.
Okay.
I really want to get the hell out of here.
Well, there is, unfortunately, it's not, like, you haven't asked around for anything, like, there's no immediate way out of this place.
Oh,
We were
great.
stuck in this place for a while. I
Also,
guess.
Gary, please have inspiration.
Oh, rightio.
For the tumble and fall,
Unless you
which I
already
pointed
have
and
it.
laughed at.
No, I used it on
Okay,
Karl.
okay, cool.
I mean, not Karl.
All right, so you want to go to the other, the one on the other side of the glade?
Wait, that's where the fancy area is?
There are narrow passageways around the glade that are not purple.
Does anyone want to fit between small gaps?
It's like just a clearing through the trees. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, you have two choices. There's a shorter path and a longer path.
Obviously the shorter one.
All right, is that where you were all planning to go?
Which is more dangerous?
You would surmise that the shorter one is safer than the longer path. Although Mother is in the sky, right near where the short path is, you have a feeling that, seeing as what Gary went through temporarily, it actually wouldn't be that bad to go that direction.
I kind of want to go down the short path because I want to meet this mother. I want to give her a piece of my mind.
Oh my god.
There's the Gary we all know and appreciate.
Oh, it's
Going
coming
to
back. It's
travel
coming back
time.
now.
About time.
And
Okay.
everybody recognizes
But
this. Okay, all right.
I'm happy with any of you. Any of what
Intimidation?
you
Why are
guys
you
want
rolling
to do.
intimidation, Bizzy?
I don't know. I switched back
You-
from my dice tab to my character sheet, and all of a sudden it was intimidation.
All right, well, you rolled a 7. I don't know what's gonna what that's gonna
I
do.
didn't even need to do that.
looks
Please
like
ignore
Gary
that.
was
Please ignore that.
Look.
You look a bit
Anyway. So you are all going to travel down the short path around the glade towards this other commune. You walk in there, and as you do, you, of course, looking above, the trees to your right, you can see the giant blue shiny sphere in the sky with all these tendrils coming out, sticking to things. It's right there. Doesn't seem to be like moving. It's like completely still in the air, like as everything else was. You can already see the other end of this passageway where the other community is. So you see that there is some kind of wooden watchtower is the first thing you see, and it is angled towards Mother. So it's likely that whatever this tower's purpose is, it's primarily intended to either look out at everything that's going on in the forest or just to stare at Mother. It could be one of those two things. You also see lots of beds out in the open, as well as like portable tables made of synthetic materials. It reminds you of the medic bay in the battlegrounds within the camp, although this time it's in the outdoors. And you also see that there are some mats on the floor, and it appears that there's two different colors of mats. One is, let's say, green. The other is blue. There are actually some plant creatures that are standing on these mats. The ones on the green mat seem to be doing stretches and exercises. The ones on the blue mats are conjuring magic.
Ooh, nice to get the shits.
Cool.
Interesting.
This
Hey,
is
Gary.
weird.
Do you want to know
what's
one of the
that?
spells inside of my spell book?
Sure, mate. What you got?
Oh.
All right, let me just look into my spell book.
Well, you don't know
I swear
what it
to
is and you have
God.
to look.
I swear to
Yes.
God, if you decide to attack these things, oh my God.
I am not going to be hostile.
I'm sure that his spells will be very helpful.
Yeah.
Admittedly, Gary, it's still very weird to hear you being so calm.
Yes.
I see. I found a new light to life, or something
Yes.
like that. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't want to take a nap, honestly.
I go the pyrotechnics, got Misty Step, mirror image, and I scroll through the pages pointing to them. Web,
Wait, you have
warning
web?
wind, suggestion.
Back up, man.
Wait,
back up. You have web?
Jude?
No, suggestion.
Oh, suggestion. Okay.
Suggestive.
It was.
Wait, back up. What's
Honestly, it was
suggestion?
hard to hear because of Discord.
Okay,
What is
suggestion.
suggestion?
Suggestion? I'll look at that for you. You suggest a course of activity described in no more than 25 words.
That is a spell?
Yes, that's a spell.
Yeah,
What
you
the heck?
can.
Why do you need that?
It's mind
Who
control,
invented that?
essentially.
What
Yeah,
the-
you want to see the other spells I have in here?
Well, as those two are looking through spells, what does everybody else want to do?
I'm gonna approach one of them on the mats you said, and
Yes,
I'm
there's
going to
green mats
try
and
and get
blue
their
mats.
attention.
Which one would you like to talk to?
Like
Like the people stretching or the people doing magic?
people stretching.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Bizzy.
Yeah.
These strange floor-looking things look fascinating.
Right. So you see that it is primarily those you remember those two flower ladies that introduced you to this great forest. You see that there is a lot more of those kinds of creatures here of varying genders. They're all working together. You also see more myconids. They're also practicing and like getting stretched up and stuff. In amongst them, though, you notice one particular creature that catches your eye, and it looks like a mushroom cloud.
Okay.
It seems to be, it's going about doing these stretches and such, but also while it's doing that, you see everybody else is looking at that person like sort of unnervingly, right?
Clear my throat, and I'm like, hi, excuse me, hello.
Oh yes, how can I help you?
Just want to know what you're up to. I guess.
Well, I'm working out because I'm always cooped up inside. I need something to do every so often.
I could use that.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yep.
you all look new, don't you?
I am.
Yes, so?
You can say that, yes.
Yes, well, I suppose you wouldn't be familiar with my kind, seeing as I'm the only one here.
Not exactly.
Well, there are others, but most of them are just inside the lofties. I'm what they call a plumb bob, and I'm pretty dangerous, so it makes sense that people are looking at me weirdly.
How dangerous are we talking here?
Yes, well, there have been attempts on our lives, but everyone in this place does everything they can to ensure that we aren't hurt. I am aware that if one of us is hurt, there could be catastrophic implications for the entirety of the forest.
Yes, as one would say, a chemical reaction.
I believe so. Yep.
Good lord.
So I gotta stretch and stay on my feet. I don't want to be caught out in one of these lofties and just, get singled out. You can't rely on just hiding in someone's basement.
Right.
Well,
Huh.
that makes sense.
Wow.
I'm
That's
not fit to be a
awesome.
rescuer, but I at least can get my legs and arms worked up to be able to run.
You're doing really well, my friend. You're awesome.
Oh, thanks.
I want to try.
Okay, well, there's mats all over. You can just do it, I guess.
Okay.
You watch as Tipper goes over to one of these mats, and he's just sort of imitating what he sees from everyone else doing. You see as all of these plant creatures and this and the mushroom cloud here, they're all doing these movements in unison. Even though it doesn't feel like they're truly coordinated, they just seem to follow, do this pattern naturally. And Tipper is trying his best to follow up on it. Tipper, you are not in a healthy state. Go ahead and roll medicine, please.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I would like to go over to the
15.
one's casting magic.
Mm-hmm. Tipper, you heal 1 point of damage. Yes. What would you like to say to the magic guys?
Does any of you want to see my spell book?
No.
You
I've already looked inside that. I have several questions.
You see that there's a particular group of these people that Gary, you recognize that these are the same species of plant that were in the prison. And
Hey, look at that! That's the plant I almost killed.
No, it's not.
Well, it's something similar.
Yeah, something similar. They are looking at him and they're actually quite intimidated by him. And one of them speaks up. Look, we have prescribed spells. I would prefer if they were within what is prescribed to us. We don't want to see anything crazy.
Okay, I'll show you the crazy spells.
They all watch in bated breath. They're quite confused and worried, considering they might need to stop you from doing whatever it is you're about to do. They're not sure.
All right, I got the non very hostile spells. I turn my spellbook to them to show them the non-lethal or harming spells.
They're able to read it, and they sort of nod in approval amongst themselves. They seem totally fine with what you've shown them.
Yep. One of them, are you guys familiar with fog?
Oh,
Fog.
we don't see any
This is gonna
fog.
get interesting.
We don't see any fog around here in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a spell for that.
I'm not sure it would do the forest any good to create fog.
Yeah, I know. I will just show them the spell page.
Okay. Anything else you guys would like to talk to these people about?
Well, I can't because
No.
I'm trying to
What?
replicate the poses.
Yeah.
So, what is this place?
Who are you talking to? Are you talking to the mushroom cloud or the magic person?
Just talking to a wall.
Yes. Yeah, like that one gif.
I'll talk to the. You know what? I'll talk to the magic person because he's magical.
Okay.
Yes,
He
magic.
turns your attention to you, and he seems a bit more receptive to talking to you as opposed to him. He goes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. You know what? Sure, why not?
He says, "Well, that's a very open-ended question. What are you asking? The forest in particular, or are you talking about individual communes?"
I guess like where in the forest are we? Are we like what part? What area
I
are
can.
we in?
Yes, I can answer that. We are in the Glade commune, and this is the rescuer zone. This is where rescuers are trained in order to be able to go around and find whoever is injured or seriously hurt.
Okay. Off game topic.
Mhm.
Do I still have a curse?
I was gonna ask about that as well.
Okay, you did have the hypothermia, but you went into the purple forest and that wore off.
Okay.
Same. Okay. I'm gonna say the same for you, Bizzy, because you went into the forest. It wore off. Yeah.
Right. So you're telling me people get hurt around here?
It's very uncommon. Usually, it's accidental, but when it does happen, we can rescue them and take them to the glade where they can be restored. We also have medical suites here for anything that the glade cannot fix.
What is the glade?
It's that purple section of the forest over there.
I understand that. I mean, like, what is it? How does it do that?
Right. Well, essentially, the flow of time is reversed inside that area of the forest.
Interesting.
Wait, hang on. You said it could fix any problem?
It fixes it by reversing time.
So it
What if
reverses
you
the
fix
process.
him?
So if there's a lasting problem that exists throughout your whole life, the glade won't be able to help you.
Oh.
An insight or something similar to see whether or not it would actually help me, or no?
Okay, you. That would be Arcana, perhaps.
Arcana. Okay, yeah.
I'll give Bizzy inspiration.
Okay.
Let's see if it's needed or not.
Yeah, let's see if it's needed.
No, not needed. 17.
17.
Okay, but I won't use it.
You do believe that if you stood in that glade for long enough, time would be reversed, and they say that with Mother's presence, the reversal process is much faster than it was before. So you could theoretically just stay there long enough to go back through all of your prior transformations until you are freed of your effectively radiation poisoning. However, you're not convinced that you would be able to do that. One, because you would need to be standing there for quite a while. You have been subject to many transformations and you would have to wait through every single one of them. And two, it's a lot to ask from a place like this.
I think for a moment to myself and I'm like, never mind. Just wanted to ask.
Yeah, it's okay. But I see that all of you look very unique compared to everybody else around here. You must be new.
Oh, I can tell you right now. I have a very, very strange feeling I've been here before.
Oh,
Very
you
strange
have?
feeling.
Interesting.
Yes.
Oh, he has. Most of our party is new.
Okay. Well, welcome to the Great Forest. I'm so glad that you can be here. Now, I will
This
say
is great.
this is great. I would recommend it to anybody.
I will recommend this location to anyone who wants to explore the world. Come enjoy your time. It's like a holiday stay.
Yeah, it's quite peaceful here. You won't have to worry about much at all while you stay here. We take care of a lot of things. I assume that because you're new, you're kind of maybe a bit confused. You don't know where you need to go, what you can do here.
God, the silence is killing me, guys. Come on.
I don't see you doing anything, good sir.
I am. My character is literally exercising.
Yeah, it's hard for you guys to come up with things to reply to me with.
Quite
Well,
literally, we have no idea. Like, honestly, Gary here is the expert.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
I mean, my character's kind of moping at the moment, so I can't really say anything.
I'm gonna go over to Bizzy.
Yeah.
Let Gary say what is. No, Gary, you do your thing first.
Okay.
All right. My expert opinion is we should just go to Mother.
Well, I got one more question for these guys.
Yes.
Look, just hear me out.
Hey, Gary, I'm asking a question.
Alright, you ask your question, then I'll explain
Yeah.
why we need to go to Mother.
Okay, my question is to you guys. What's your mage regulated spells?
Well,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You showing us that spell book, you had named spells, that you gave them names. Our spells don't really have names, so I can't really explain it to you. But look, this gentleman here, to answer your question about Mother, I'm not really the right person to talk to you about her. There is another commune across that large patch of trees. They know a lot more about Mother than us, and some of the people here actually go over there on their jogging runs. I would go to them for advice, just because I'm afraid of what might happen if I say something and it could be like, sacrilegious or something.
Alright, we're going to that other settlement.
The other commune.
Yeah, so it's right over there. He points in the direction of Mother, but towards the left, and you can see that there are 3 paths through the trees that seem to go in the same direction. The one on the left curves to the right, the other 2 seem to go relatively straight. And he says, any of those will do. We actually have some people are going to do a jogging run if you want to join them.
That would be nice.
I would.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
Oh,
No, I don't.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
I don't. Why? I've already done my bloody exercise running across.
You need no more.
Oh, for God's sake!
Oh,
I'm gonna stick
look.
with Bizzy.
There's no pressure. You don't have to keep up with them at all. It's really a thing that you do at your own pace.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
Good. I'm gonna be walking then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Bizzy.
Yes.
By the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna ask Bizzy. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. It's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a
insight? If you're doing emotional investigation, it's insight.
Fair enough. Okay. Fuck! It's a 4.
Yeah, you believe what she says.
I walk back to the rest
Alright.
of the group.
Yeah. Well, if you're
So,
alright.
this guy that you've been talking to, looking very similar to the prison plant people, he points towards some like a group of people that are arranging themselves in a grid. There, you see that there are 2 of these. You remember those large tree bark covered creatures that were aiming at you with their bows and arrows? You see 2 of them at the front of this group. They're preparing to start jogging. And you see a mixture of different species behind them, including what look to be just like bare plants, like, just like very simple big fruits like pumpkins, they're just somehow preparing to run with the rest of them.
I'm gonna go with that grid.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I've stopped by now.
Yes, you would have, yeah. So you're all going to head in that direction?
It seems so. Anyway, to get to more questions.
So all of you sort of mingle around with the joggers. You don't really have any intention of speaking to any of them. They just sort of accept that you're there. And you see as somebody comes into focus at the front, you realize that you are looking at give me a second. It's the gray colored green spotted mushroom again, the tiny one. And you see that he comes over with what appears to be some kind of wooden cannon. It's like a handheld one. It's got some kind of contraption in it that would allow it to launch something. He comes over, he stands at the front. You hear him scream out, but you're unable to hear what he's saying at the back. And you hear what sounds like something being launched. It makes a sound as it comes out, and everybody starts jogging in the direction of the path through the trees that turns to the right.
Time to move.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would like to give them a head start, and then once they're further enough, I would like to do a consecutive dive roll.
Yeah.
I just start walking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk with Bizzy.
Yeah. You're all walking at different paces. What are you going to do as you travel this way?
I'm gonna sing a song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm
marching
gonna
forward.
I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna might as well do some small talk with Bizzy.
Yes. Okay. What are you saying?
Oh, hey, Major. Oh, sorry. Hey, Karl.
Yes.
I have an idea. You want to do a test of strength? Get a tree bridge and just start carrying it. Put it on your back. Start carrying it.
No.
I didn't think you could say that any better, Karl.
Okay. But Gary, you do this anyway. You find a tree bridge.
Muscles here. I'm gonna walk this path.
You have your arms wrapped around it.
I arch my eyebrow at Gary, and I'm like, Gary, considering how stick-like you are, I'm pretty sure the only type of muscles you're getting are going to be
Wow. Okay.
I see what I see, alright?
Anyway.
I had to
Karl.
do plenty of marching along with a stick when I was in prison.
Karl, what would you like to say to Bizzy?
But that stick wasn't big enough for you anyway.
It was bigger than you may believe.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, blame Gary. Blame Gary for
bigger,
interrupting.
huh?
Okay.
From what I heard, apparently he went on with this something about some sneezing. I don't know when we were with the little bud. I couldn't hear exactly because I had temporary deafness. What was that story about? Anyways.
Oh, that. It's nothing big. I just remember a while ago when I was still working for the organization, and I hadn't kind of been abandoned by someone I thought I could trust completely. I ended up getting sick at one point, but I didn't want to disappoint anyone. I wanted to still come in and do work. And then at one point, I sneezed on Ambient. I apologized quite a lot for that, actually, and he said it was fine, but he still ended up getting sick anyways.
Couldn't be as worse as the time I caught pneumonia. That was in an
pneumonia?
Yes, I caught it in an XPR prison. Quite awful. Actually, funny story about that. That's where the numbered tattoo on my arm came from. Was from an XPR prison. In that prison, I was rather dehumanized. We were all dehumanized, actually, before I led an escape.
So you guys have been traveling for quite a while now. You've come to the end of the path, and you see that the jogging team have taken a sharp right turn and are moving along the tree line. However, you see no indication to continue following them. Instead, you now look into this new commune that is in front of you. This one, it seems a lot more sort of sterile and, let's say, I'll say spiritual than the others. What you've entered into right now is these big creatures that double as houses, you see that there is one of them that is sort of laid down, and it has this massive wooden construction on its back that seems to have many chairs and different levels to it, but it's also got this interior that would be able to house a similar number of people. It would be safe to say that you're looking at some kind of church. There is also, you see that one of Mother's thick blue tendrils has come down to this particular area, and it's, coating a particular part of the forest, but the tendril has been grabbed, handled by some person, and twisted around several rocks for some unknown reason. It seems to look like an art project, but it just feels very odd.
Something definitely happened here.
Gary, you have any knowledge about this whatsoever, or...
Gary, please roll history.
Okay, I guess I'm rolling history to find that out.
Mm-hmm.
I roll at 18.
18.
Cool.
So the last time you were in the Great Forest, the whole time you were on high alert. There was nothing that you could see that would abate your fear, and you would do everything you could to stay alive in your head. But you do have some faint recollection of the the communities that are in this place, and getting your bearings in this particular commune, you realize that this place is the most spiritual out of all of the communes. In fact, there was, and there is still, a deity that is worshipped here that is not Mother. You don't have to look far. Directly in front of you, there is a large hill that has sort of a diamond-shaped base, and you see that the grass on it is covered at certain points with these grey shrubs, and they form a face that looks as if it has eyebrows, fake glasses, a moustache and a beard, and a mouth, as well as really thinning hair that goes all up the rest of the mountain.
If I remember correctly.
Shit.
Yeah, you will see this.
Yes.
You will see the
Good
mountain
lord.
that has
So,
a face on.
If I remember correctly, during my travels of this horrific place, this used to be the old deity. Well, was the deity, I guess. Mother must have took over.
Did they merge?
Maybe, I don't know. I could never figure out his name.
Assuming this is what's left of it.
There is no indication that, the tendril that you see is only where you are right now. There's another one on the other side of the commune, but none of the tendrils reach far enough to touch the mountain.
I'm gonna take out my crystal.
Yes.
Because I still have it.
Okay.
I still have the damn crystal.
Yep. Somehow.
And I'm going... I haven't been using it, so...
Yeah.
It's been lost in the bottom of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try use the cyan.
Okay, yeah, you switch to cyan vision. Please roll perception.
Alright, let's see if I can find anything. Yes, nat 20.
Oh my goodness, you keep getting good rolls with the cyan vision.
24,
Anyway, so when you're looking towards the mountain, you don't see any of the alien markings that you have seen elsewhere in the world. However, as you turn around, continuing to look for them, you look at Mother, and she is covered in these ancient runes.
What the? Oh my god.
Alright, while he's doing that, I would like to try and open the black box I have.
You are going to roll a D20. Just D20.
Jeez, you could have let me just have my moment.
20.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gary, what do you see?
10.
This-
You cannot open the box.
I'll try again.
Haha.
No, that's not gonna. I will give you a curse if you try to open the box again.
I'm gonna.
No,
open
don't
the
give
box
him that.
again.
Oh, for the love of God.
No,
Oh,
okay.
for God's
Well, you
sake.
fail. You fail because you're not.
Yeah, I failed either way.
Yeah. No, you were gonna fail regardless. Just take a curse. What is everybody else doing?
Wait, Gary, you said you've
We should
seen
try to-
Mother?
Yes, Mother's covered in the strange alien writing. The strange ancient alien writing. Remember when we saw her?
Sigil?
No. You're the only one that has been able to see these symbols.
Oh, I thought whoever holds the crystal can see it.
No, it's very hard to get used to looking through the crystal.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
no
But,
one else
alright,
has
let me
seen it.
let me
However, they have
let me
heard
backtrack.
you talk about it.
Yes. Remember when I talked about these strange sigils in that really dark world?
Yes, I remember.
Mother has them.
Wait, what? What?
I'm not
Huh?
joking. I don't know why, but somehow Mother has transferred to this world and took control of it.
What do you mean, taking over this world? What's going on?
I don't know. There's still so many questions and so many theories, but
Mm.
by my calculations
Mhm.
and my theories, Mother's domain, if she's not from this world, she could be the creator of this world or the holder, like a warden.
You recall from what people have said in this place before, like as you're conversing with them, that Mother was not always here. She seems to be a recent addition, and nobody seems to care that much now that she's here. In fact, she is seen as a more important deity than the mountain.
Why is she here?
Anyway, your curse is you become an aggressive trader, randomly bartering items from your inventory. Persuasion checks will be at advantage.
Is a French Revolution style revolution in order?
You know what, mate? I can't believe I'm going to say this. It's time to bring out the guillotine.
Wait, we're actually
had-
gonna be doing this?
You
We're
have a
taking down
guillotine?
god?
Yep.
Oh,
Time to get
I'm basically-
excited.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna rub my hands, and I'm like, oh, I've always wanted to take down the opiate of the masses.
It's god slaying time.
You look around further into the commune. It seems that the church is completely empty. There's no one here. But you look across and you see that there is, to your right, a place where there are a couple of people that are standing on the ground, praying to nothing in particular. There's also a small garden that some creatures are tending to, as well as a stone statue of Mother. And in front of you, where the mountain is, you see that there are some creatures that are dressed in garbs. You haven't seen very much clothing at all in this place, but these characters are standing around in some kind of outfit, guarding the mountain.
I would like to go over to them and try to bother with them. Well, I'll try to make them buy my scale mail.
Oh boy,
Oh my
okay. Well,
Oh, good
let's...
lord.
Well,
Hey, hello, kind sir or sirs. Would you like to buy this scale mail?
you don't have any business being here. You should leave.
I'm just a humble trader trying to sell you scale mail. Would you like it or would you not like it?
I'm gonna. Gary, Bizzy, Tipper, come in. I have an idea.
Please roll
listening.
Persuasion with advantage.
What you got? What you got? Well, while he's distracting them, what you
18.
got?
Yeah. You are actually able to convince them that they
Oh
may
my
want the
God,
scale mail.
that is so bull.
So
That is funny as fuck.
this one
That is
particular
funny as hell.
guard is his face now contorts into more of an interested look, and he goes, "Yeah, what are you offering for it?"
Okay, for this one thing of scale mail, you would have to pay me in gold coins, you see. 10 to 15 to be exact for this one piece of armor.
Please roll persuasion with advantage again.
Make it 20.
Let's see.
We'll start bidding war.
That's a
Gary-
16.
That was
Gary
your
and
advantage
Tipper.
roll?
Yeah, that was my advantage roll.
Yep, done. You sell the scale mail for 10 gold.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And now
Alright.
the other guards are now starting to become interested in your wares, and they abandon their posts and come over to you. Is there anything else that you would like to sell?
All right.
Why,
Everybody
yes,
choose it.
I got this nice thing of oil.
Oh my god.
I'm
All right.
gonna sell it to you guys for merely
walking.
5 gold pieces.
5.
Well,
They
we'll
take
walk-
it. Yep, they take your oil for 5.
I can
We'll
just
walk and
I can
talk.
just
We'll walk
Come
and
on,
talk.
come on.
I
Yeah,
can just
so-
imagine
Okay.
Wolf is selling all this, distracting the guards, and the rest of the group is just whistling past. Like
Yeah,
walking past
exactly.
whistling.
Yes.
Um,
So
It's 7 gold pieces.
As while we're walking past the guards,
yes.
I have a Gary and Tipper. Do you remember when we were at the Scarlet Rangers camp?
Sort of.
I'm not even over there, by the way. I'm over by the
Oh,
guard.
no,
Yeah.
you're distracting them.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
on
yeah.
distracting them, soldier.
Yeah, would you guys like this lamp for 7 gold pieces?
Roll
Anyways.
persuasion, please. With advantage.
anyways.
Persuasion
This isn't
with
gonna last long.
advantage.
Come on.
Once,
18
most like-
again.
Yeah,
Most likely
7
we're gonna have to convince-
gold.
most likely we're going to have to convince all the plant life that mother is actually crazed, like they twisted their mind.
As you guys the guards were protecting the mountain. So now you have passed these guards and you approach this mountain. You see its face that is made out of this grey shrubbery. And hearing all of you talking about a revolution, you see as the bushes seem to animate, and you watch as the face actually moves, and it displays as if it's alive.
Whoa.
And the mountain goes on to say,
What brings you to my domain?
All right,
There's
let
like
me
4
talk.
people
I have
up there.
some.
I'm still down here disrupting.
yes.
Are you sure
Yeah.
you don't want me to do the talking?
No, I have. I have. Let me get my business suit out. I got my business suit. Okay,
Okay,
let me
while
put my
that happens-
business
Alright.
face on.
By all
I do.
means.
By all means,
I want you
it's
all
yours.
to. I want you all to roll insight. Except
While they're doing that, I offer one of my force duplicating planks on sale
Damn it.
yes.
for
Good
10 gold pieces.
We've all.
Yeah, they take it. They
rolled
take
terror-
it.
They all just
Nice.
roll terribly
However,
for.
you won't be able
For insight.
to you won't be able to sell them anymore. Yeah, so you get the sense that the mountain is not completely friendly towards you yet, but give it a shot. Let's see.
All right, Mr. But wait, hold up. Let me introduce myself. I am Gary.
Gary.
Be gone.
I am aware
Yes.
of you.
Oh, you're aware of me. Well, I'm not aware of you. What's your name?
You do not belong here. You
Oh,
have
really?
caused my people a great amount of distress. I
No, it didn't.
remember it like it was
That doesn't
any
sound
other
like me.
day.
Oh wait, we're having a flashback here. Wait, hold up.
Yeah, we are.
And down the mountain, you just have me. Yeah, I also have parchment and a robe on
Just
sale.
got told you can't sell anything else.
He's got advantage on persuasion, so it's gonna work.
Yes, I got advantage on
game
persuasion,
is
and I
rigged,
can't sell
man.
any more planks.
Yeah,
That's what he
yeah.
said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can sell anything else that's not a plank.
Yeah.
For the parchment, it is 2 gold per parchment you buy. For the robe, it's 3 gold.
They only buy 2 parchment and 1 rope. At this point,
No, I said robe. I only have one robe.
Sorry, yes. At this point, you can sense that they are starting to run low on funds, and they're beginning to splinter off. They actually notice the rest of you already speaking to the mountain, and they're prepared to escort you away. But the mountain goes, "No, leave them here. I have something to say." And they leave you be.
We have business here.
Now,
Now,
Gary.
Mountain, tell your backstory.
I remember it like it was any other day. My people were happy. The weather was nice. And there was nothing wrong in this great forest. And then I saw a glimpse of you. You devil child. You ran through my communes and you slaughtered my citizens without a care in the world. Do you have any idea what pain you caused for our people?
Okay, look.
Gary, you have done a very grave thing. You are lucky that we have the Mockingjay Glade, and that we can revitalize our people, but I do not look upon you fondly. I would hope that you have changed, that you are a better person.
Look, I've advised myself. I look upon my past, and I'll be honest, part of me don't remember this. Part of me do remember this. Part of me think this is a world of torture and scariness, because there's no time.
Please,
Nothing.
Roll. Let's go history, Gary.
Okay. While that
this better
happens,
not ruin my monologue. I swear to God.
To go to the mountain.
Yes, they are defending the mountain again.
21.
21. Wow. Yeah.
I know. Thank goodness.
I got a 17.
A 17.
Does that work?
A 17 on what? Like the guards are just.
I want to persuade them so I can go to the mountain.
Oh yeah. You're with the group now. Yes. Bizzy does a random survival check.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I did some business. Look at my profits.
Shh, I'm having my monologue time.
The mountain looks down upon you, Gary, and he says, "You will remember. You will remember what you've done. I will make sure of it." His
don't.
eyes, the grey shrubs where his eyes are, they part open, and you see this bright white light, and it beams down into Gary's onto Gary. He's engulfed in this white light, and Gary, you are subject to a flashback.
Flashback time.
Gary!
Jesus. Let it happen.
We open on the scene of you in a library that is a tall circular building where books line every shelf as far as the eye can see. You are looking at all of these books, trying to find anything that could help you become more magical, more able to fight alongside.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
Am I in this flashback? Am I looking myself from an actual body, or am I the actual child?
I would say you have definitely grown up. There is the sense that this is definitely some point in the past. It's hard to tell, but this definitely happened. That's all I can say. But it happened after your the death of your parents. Does that help you?
Shit.
Yeah. Nobody else knows this. Nobody else knows about what Gary is seeing right now. You see the circular library with books everywhere, and you are reading them all, trying to become more magical, trying to get on the level of your sisters who have always outpaced you in this field. You read this book, and it was a dark one, and as you attempted to read the page,
I have to become stronger.
Some shadowy gas billowed out of the pages and surrounded you, and you entered into the great forest. And here, you were so paranoid when you entered this forest that you took no time to communicate or listen to anything that was going on. The moment that you saw these creatures, you immediately began slaughtering them. It was an absolute genocide. You went through and you killed thousands of plant people. You were brought back. You felt yourself be brought back to life several times. Every time you would open your eyes, you would see that you were in the purple area of the forest, but you continued to run around and just completely kill off everybody you could see. And it was only once you found a red door out in the middle of nowhere that you were able to escape. But now it's coming into focus, this picture of what was happening. People would have seen a crazed elf maniac running around, slaughtering their kind for no reason, completely unable to be reasoned with. That's terrifying. And now you understand why the mountain looks upon you with such a scorned attitude.
I see now. So that's what I was in the past.
And everyone else, the light has faded now. But Gary seems to have had a complete epiphany. Yeah, well, they don't know what happened.
Gary?
Great Mountain.
Yes.
I want you to do me a favor.
I'm listening.
I have 2 questions. 1, is Mother controlling you?
No.
Oh, okay, that was very easy. Number 2, can you let my friends go? And I'll serve the ultimate punishment.
No one is being held for any reason. You are all free to go anywhere you want.
Thank you, kind mountain. I have a nice deal for you.
Oh my god,
I immediately slap a hand across mouth like
and his curse immediately wears off too.
Okay, good.
We're having a moment.
I won't have this moment ruined. But
the mountain continues on, and he says, "Mother was brought into our world as a precaution after what you did.
So she's not an evil person.
We were able to make contact with a powerful magic person, and he was able to bring her into our world. And both me and her live together in harmony, and the forest is a much better place as a result. I have no doubt that Mother would have stopped you from immediately killing people when you came in here.
Alright. We'll leave this place.
Yes.
Sorry for everything that happened.
I think that would be the best."
What?
What the fuck was that?
I'm gonna turn around to him and just go, "Shut up!
Shut up!
Great Mountain. Before I leave, I do want to. Okay.
okay.
All right. Are we good? We're good.
Yes.
We're good. Great Mountain. Before I leave, I have one favor to ask.
Yes, what is it?
Can you point us to the red door?
The doors appear randomly throughout the forest. I cannot give you directions to them. They are only for the people who seek them. And as much as I would hate to see people leave this place, I believe that all of you do not belong here, and it would be best if you leave.
All right.
There isn't any direction I can point you to, but you will eventually find one.
Thanks for your guidance, and I'm sorry for what happened in the past.
It's okay. It's fine.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Hey guys, come on. Let's just go. Start slowly walking away with my head down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk up to Gary and I'm gonna put my arm around his around his shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened in there, but what I can assure you is that from our perspective, you showed yourself very mature. And for the record, I don't know what it was talking about that it was mad at you.
Oh, well.
But you were surely changed.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely heard that the mountain said that Gary was slaughtering his people. So, like, that definitely a problem there. But
as much as
they have made peace.
As much as
it's a war crime.
Yeah, it is.
As much as there was great death and slaughter,
It again.
and it will
Reminds me
probably
of home.
great death and slaughter. Anyway,
Yeah,
What?
that's
Oh.
exactly what happened.
Yeah, Tipper
Okay.
kills goblins. But hey, they deserve it.
Yeah, they keep stealing shit.
Yeah, they deserve
yes,
it.
I
No,
always-
nobody here
always-
deserved to die.
No,
I
I was
always- I
referring to
always
the
knew
people
that.
of the town.
Oh,
I always
okay,
knew that. I always knew that
Am I
Tipper
you?
was a Serbian war criminal.
Oh no,
Shut up.
come on.
Anyway,
Anyway,
do I have-
Carl,
I'm
please
not muted.
finish your speech.
As much as there has been great bloodshed, and it may well carry with you for the rest of your life.
How do you forget? How do you always remember the past? I can remember, because of that flashback, I remember everything. I remember my parents. I remember the Great Fire burning down my village. I remember the library trying to get powerful to be as best as my sisters. I remember opening the dark book. That dark book. You know that moment in your life that changes everything? That moment right there changed the course of my life.
And I understand that. Simply, the past will always stay with you. By God, the past hangs over me like a shadow. But by God, you've learned from your history.
I'll stand up and arise myself to the brighter
Indeed.
future.
I'm gonna hold my hand out like
Like a cool high five, like we're doing like a cool
No,
high five.
like
No, no,
pulling you
no.
up, pulling you up.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it's like a you know the scene in Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger and the
Oh
other dude?
yeah.
And I'm gonna they do that, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag you closer to me. I'm gonna like pull you closer to me, and I'm just gonna tap you on the back.
Yeah.
You're not alone in this, comrade. We've all got shadows over ourselves. You
Yeah.
need to talk. I'm right here. Yes?
Thanks.
I walk up to Gary. I'm
all
like,
here.
yeah. Look, frankly, I don't really know how old you are, but
Trust
we
me, I've been
can't
trying to
change
figure that out.
Oh yeah. Real
We-
quick.
we can't
What was the progress of my Unseen Seven?
Oh my God, we are having
God,
a
no,
moment. We are having
we
a
are having
moment.
a moment.
This is important. I will say that what would be in this forest that would constitute that kind of item? Okay,
Mushrooms.
sure. You are indeed brought some fruits that could potentially be healing items. You are brought some beans, some green beans, and you are also brought what looks like a coconut but has the shape of an acorn.
All right, you guys can make continue.
Oh, God, thank you. Thank you for your hospitalities.
Mhm.
You're such recklessness.
Hey,
Anyway.
look, Gary, ignoring the actual child over there, I might not know exactly how old you are, but I learned a very hard lesson about how the past can really be nothing you can change. It's difficult moving on from something that you keep thinking to yourself, it could have been done differently. It could have changed differently. But what happened, and that pain won't go away. It'll be
Look.
there, but
Look, the past is the past. The future still holds it. I'm just gonna face fear with a smile and continue on with my life.
But hey, look.
Yesterday is history.
Yesterday is history.
Hey, come on, Gary. Come on, Gary. There's nothing wrong with a bit of fear, alright? But good that you're not letting it get to you.
We're all filled with fear.
Let's go find that red door.
Agreed. Let's go.
Right.
I can't wait to leave.
Destroys the flaws
When
of
you turn
physics.
around, guys, you don't have to look very far because you see a giant red door out in the middle of the forest, behind a tree line. You can hear what sounds like collective gasping as this door seems to have suddenly materialized in the forest just as you were having a moment together. And everybody seems very confused.
Okay, well, that's weird.
Speaking of doors, that's convenient as fuck.
Shadowy.
But then the door opens and you see as a creature leaps from out of the door. It is comparable to a giant rat, although many of its features are exaggerated. Its skin is a dull orange with a brighter orange glowing from it. Brighter orange fur glowing from it with sticks, which sticks in directions, because there is a raging fire that is engulfing it, and the fur is going in that direction. It's got these ears that have holes in them, they're extra pointy, also looking like fire symbols. These two giant eyes glowing with a vibrant cyan color, likely the hottest part of this monster, and the eyes are protected with scaly growths that constitute eyelids. And you can also see that even though it is like a rat, it has 5 limbs, 1 additional leg poking out of the middle of its body. And you see that not even a second later, like, everybody is screaming at this point because it's just on fire. Everything, like, this is completely contrary to everything that the forest is about. And you see as it immediately starts breathing fire, probably completely wiping out one whole commune, this forest.
No.
And that is where we will end the session.
God, yeah, no, oh my god, damage control, damage control.
Me and my monsters at the end of the session.
What's that and more? Holy fuck, we need to do so much damage control.
Have you done that 3 times now?
Probably, yes.
That's it for this episode of Interp'd Reality. Did you have just as much fun as we did? Why don't you leave us a like, share the episode around, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any new releases. We'd also love to hear what your favorite part was, so let us know in the comments. Also check out our other shenanigans set in the worlds we've built, plus all our links for even more content outside of D&D you never thought you needed. Thank you so much for listening all the way through to the end, and we'll see you all next time.